Hello everyone, hope you are having a good day. Turmo9, I am doing well, thank you. It's been a very busy day, a lot of things going on. I'm glad to be able to play some more Crusader Kings, and thankfully I don't need to do 100 years or 50 years. I only need to do a couple more. Hi Dark Sands, hi Give Me a Wand, how are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for tuning in. This will definitely be, I think, the final session in Crusader Kings 3, and it'll be pretty eventful, I'd say. We are the most powerful we've ever been, but we all started with one county. Wow, we have to really look up here. Wow, look at this. We got started with one county. We eventually got inherited by this character who did a lot of diplomatic stuff to become the Duchess of Carnthenia and the Duchess of Tyrol. It went to her two sons, but Duke Vin's only had one, actually had a kid, who's Dietrich. We were about to form Austria without doing any civil wars, or any wars, period. Then he died, accidentally, due to a tournament joust. The titles went to all of his children, but we started playing Archduke Gerhard, who went on a killing spree. Very eventful, very tumultuous reign. The Hapsburg Castilians rised and fallen. There's nobody left, or I guess this is this guy. He's the administrator of the province of Burgundy in France, so we'll talk about that soon. But we also had the King of Italy, who then didn't become the King of Italy, but there's a lot of different branches of our dynasty in a lot of different places. One of them ended up being the Queen of Bohemia. We have another who is the Duchy of Crane, who eventually did not become the Duke of Crane anymore. But let's talk about what we are currently doing right now. We are Kaiser Deadsnake II. He came to the throne of the Holy Roman Empire at like 4 years old. His regents managed to help put down the rebellions, and he's led the Holy Roman Empire to expand to great heights and very, very large economic progress. He has several different daughters and people with different characters. And we have a lot of really cool characters that we could play as. We could play as Give Me a Wand II, of England, who recently came of age, and we gave him all of the titles that we held in England so that he could control it all himself. We have King Void, who was a very righteous crusader in the crusade against both the Byzantine Empire and the Egyptian kingdom, which led us to have our daughter, Queen Turmo9, rule in England. And it was very fitting. I think Turmo9 is even the person who suggested that we use crusade Egypt so that we could make sure that Christianity had a solid hold in North Africa, because all of North Africa is now controlled by Catholics. They might not all be Catholic religion, but they're all controlled by Catholics now. So that's great. We had the Latin Empire exist for a hot minute, and it was under Hapsburg rule, but then the guy leading it was a lunatic, leading to Basilius Sabas restoring the Eastern Roman Empire from the Kingdom of Bulgaria that he had as a title. Video production, it's good. I started work on the Krasnacht Part 2. The script for Part 2 and Part 3 is done. I might adjust Part 3's script depending on how a stream goes. I think I'll do a stream about mass asset development for Part 3 when it's done, and then when Part 2 is published, I mean. And then the Twilight Struggle is being sent to an editor right now, so we have to do that. Did I suggest having Crusade for Egypt? It might not have been you, it might have been somebody else from the comments, but I think regardless, it was nice to have you as a ruler sometime, because you had a lot of characters that died, I think. Anyway, last June the HRE has Hungary, Romania, England, and Ireland. Yeah, so I don't know how Ireland happened. I think it was just a bunch of conquests by a bunch of vassals. Hungary happened because we started pushing our relatives' claims. West Slavia is also notably Hapsburg. But here's the really interesting thing. And I want to see if I can get this succession to happen in this game. Right now I'm electing King Void of Pomerania to be our Kaiser. He would be an extremely powerful one with zealous virtue, temperate, and a crusader. Very, very cool character here. The quintessential crusader king. But what I think might be more interesting is if we play as not the medic, but her son, our grandson, Spender. Spender has a marriage with the Empire of Westphalia. He's also in line to inherit the Kingdom of Portugal through completely peaceful means. If we're able to get him to become the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, that'd be pretty cool. Only problem is that it wouldn't give him the Archduchy of Austria. It would go to King Void. So we might need to find a way to get him some land. And something we could do is press a bunch of claims on a bunch of Iberian land. So we could actually do that, especially if this guy dies. So we're going to do a little cheeky thing here. Oh, we have 2 schemes for assassination. How did that even happen? Well, regardless, we're doing a couple of things here. We're trying to get the King of Denmark into the Holy Roman Empire because we want all the Germans to be united under it. But look at this. We have Hungaro-Tyrolean, Central Germanic. We have Balmish, just completely in control of Bohemia, Central Germanic. Welsh-Saxon, completely Germanic. Dano-Saxon, completely Germanic. The culture map of the Germany is going to be insane. Oh yeah, and then so there's a lot of mess up that happened here with the borders, but we're gonna try to probably even find a way to directly screw with this emperor here. We don't want the Byzantine Empire to be extremely powerful. I would like for it to not be us just taking a bunch of land, because that is just gonna be another problem. So yeah, we have a lot of years to play, but hopefully we reach 1444, and if we do, then I'll even see if we can try to get things going on in the converter, and we can see what's going on with that. We're not going to adopt a centralized administration. That would be interesting, but we're not going to do that. I just like the roleplay of this. So anyway, let's continue on. Let's see. All right, we have a lot of different allocates. None of them can be actually reinstated though, and all of them have successors, so I guess it's fine. Send a child to university, the Valois University. I don't know. Who doesn't have education? We're educating you. We're not educating someone else. Thistle. That's an interesting name. Must have been a viewer. Alaric. Raymond. This guy was married to somebody who has alliance, who'll have alliance with the king of Lombardia. So we might actually try to get him to be the king of Italy through peaceful means, even though we could probably revoke it. But in that case, I guess we'll just educate this guy. Gottfried, West Franconia. He's excommunicated. So I don't know. Who are you married to? The Kingdom of Castile, hey? So we could push his claim for Castile. We could just make everybody the rulers of everything and completely conquer Iberia. I want to see if I can. I usually do this strategizing before the stream, but my daughter had a lot of trouble going to bed tonight. So okay, so if we hold 50% of Christian faith counties in the Iberian region, hold and completely control a kingdom. At least 50% of this title's de jure counties are Catholic, yes. This title borders a held de jure kingdom in your empire that you hold that is not Hispania. So that wouldn't work. We would need France to be in the Holy Roman Empire, and that's not going to happen. Worth noting, yes, the French Empire is a administrative map. If they are in a civil war or something, we can seize Savoy. If we seize Savoy, we can grant Transjordania and Zurich or whatever over to one character who might form Switzerland, which could be pretty fun. Played the Polar Express theme slowed and reverb. I don't know about that. Seems like a interesting time, to say the least. Something I noticed that I might want to take care of: the Duchess of Northumberland controls the Duchy of Steiermark. I want to see if I could probably get rid of that. Created my own Kaiser Cold War, Democratic Russia, and Entente versus the Internationale. That sounds pretty good. Best of luck with that. I dislike that the cultures that speak different languages will be German in EU4 and Victoria. Yeah, that's a good point. I might find a ways to make it like a subculture instead. So this is a really good thing here. We can actually join these wars. Because... Wait, de jure, what? Is that... Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting. Egypt has that as a part of their de jure territory. We'll just quickly take care of the Sicilians. It's worth noting that Sicily is also a part of our dynasty. And that way we can have a really pretty border. We have too much money, so I think we will actually do another legend. I like doing these legends, especially the legitimizing ones, because they give me the ability to integrate kingdoms directly, and that could be a really good way for us to expand the borders, especially if we get Croatia somehow. But I don't think for some reason we can't usurp the title. We could try to find somebody who has a claim. No, we could try marrying in. But we'll see. We're running out of time, really. But that being said, I did yap a lot, so I don't know how good we'll be on that front. We'll see. We'll see. I'll invite some knights to try to get some. I don't Polar Express. I think I like the Polar Express. It's just that I don't want to hear it reverb. I don't want to get this video demonetized for copyright, even though it probably would be fine. It wouldn't be auto detected. You'd never be too sure. Okay, let's split you up. Oh my god! So like 1,000 troops just died to attrition. Well, we'll just do this. They don't have any sieging weapons though. Maybe because these guys are combat oriented. We'll go down here and help our queen. What happened there? I don't even know what I just. Benedid. Interesting. Sicily used to be part of the HRE. Remember correctly, it was given independence when Italy and Denmark had. Yes, that's actually correct. I think yes. You're totally right. And yeah, Italy was. I mean, Denmark was involved in all that stuff too. Let's get a little aggressive here. Do we have? I guess the extra stewardship for absolute control is nice, but I probably want to get on intrigue so that we can expand properly and effectively. We'll land here. Yeah, let's take it easy. He's challenging us to a board game while we're at war. It's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know about that, Chief. Let's land here. Barqua, nomadic realm of the Ayyubids. That's interesting. Queen Anglia is upset with me. Oh, well, I'm sure that that's a good reason for her to be upset. There we go. Sibyl. That line I almost didn't let continuing to rule there. Writing all the injuries this past, removing past due to realism. Yeah. Yeah. Word invalidated. Interesting. It's unfortunate. Ooh, okay. It's a lot of troops lost. We'll probably be able to beat these troops, though. One thing I want to do, if I can, is university visit. Because if I'm able to... if I'm able to get the next upgrade for stewardship, that would be really awesome. Now we'll see if we can just... well, why aren't we doing it like this? Let's do it like that. Have you ever heard of Sergei Semyonov from Twilight Struggle, Russia? No, actually, I haven't. I'm excited to learn more about all that, though. Indestructible M, is that you? Is that Indy? Hi, Indy. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for the Prime. I still need to redeem that. Oh yeah, interesting. I have my Kaiserin is a claimant to the Kingdom of Denmark. I forgot about that. Oh, okay. So, because we have a child, the thing changed a bit. Interesting. They're weak. We could try taking them out. More successful. Yeah. We have the learning to be able to advance everything, so we should be good. Oh, that's a good event though. Can't go to it though because I'm in the university. That sucks. Maybe relatives will go to that. You can see the King of Pomerania going to that. More successful or slightly more successful or there. Nice to get that guaranteed next rank up. Okay, so we didn't even do anything. Should probably just get a big siege guy and get it's unfortunate. Jürgen von Leiningen. New friend is always good to have. What goals for this session? I want to have a interesting EU4 campaign. So I don't want to conquer the whole world. I don't want to unite all of this Hapsburgs if I can help it. I want to see if I can get the Germans all under one culture empire thing. I want to see if I can weaken the Eastern Roman Empire and the French Empire. I want to try to set up succession for the Holy Roman Empire to be spender. And I would do that by pressing not only his potential implicit claim to Portugal, but my daughter's claims to all these titles. I can only do that if the King of Navarra is dead and his 0-year-old takes the throne, to be able to push her weak claims. And I might be able to also get Denmark through my wife's claims. He's the ideologue for the 1970s Russian party within the USSR. At his height of Brezhnev published Russian nationalist and National Bolshevik types for Russian youth. He was removed under Andropov. Interesting. It's really cool that you guys were able to find such interesting characters for your campaign, your story. I'm really looking forward to featuring that stuff. You guys, you know the script though, so you know what I'll be able to talk about and what I won't. But okay, so much for that. I still want to do it though. We're almost at 4 out of 4, 3 points away. I hope we can get it. It would be nice if we did that dismantle the Greek pretenders, but we need to own all of Italia, which is not possible, and then we also have to find a way to get the entire Aegean coast here, which is also not going to happen. I like how they have that as a feature, though. Yeah, there we go. Thankfully, no stress. What do you mean? I gained 3 lifestyle perk unlocks. I got to 4. Very high chance. I didn't get it. Oh, come on. Whatever. Yeah, at least I got a good book out of it to improve my martial. But meritocracy, learn language, or direct. Ooh, direct vassal is pretty good. But vassal levy contribution is good too. I'll just do this. Make the realm extremely stable. His party is split between Eurasianists and neo-pagans, including Irel Velmir from Hyperborea. Oh wow, that's insane. How are they able to operate in the USSR? That's what really boggles my mind. Okay, so the Danish king isn't aware, but the Navarrese king is. If we manage to outlive him, then we'd be golden there. Grand wedding. Okay, yeah, sure. Why not? Let's on our way back visit the grand thing here. I'm even thinking, like, if I play the EU4 game, like, would I even play Austria? I probably would even consider playing. I would consider playing Hungary, because not only is the Hungarian tree like potentially really good for Holy Roman Empiring, especially without needing to mod it. But yeah, I'm also thinking if I play EU4, I'm going to go down the decentralized Holy Roman Empire path, just so that Victoria 2 is more interesting. Or Victoria 3, whatever it ends up being, because then it actually becomes a fight to establish Germany, instead of it being BS. Prince Ruprecht. Vassal. Interesting. 4 is a lot. Don't know if I really want that, though. Maybe I get intrigue experience? What did I do that? Let's just put that in the... Yeah, put that towards actually doing the plot. We're bonding with our family. The king here is finding out everyone. The medic has another kid. Constant... let's do Indy. Indy. Indy, there you go. You're our granddaughter. That's that war one, so we'll place out of that. Egypt looking very nice. What do we got here? Prisoners ransomed, active election. Yeah, not much to do. Just wait. It'd be nice if we could do a grand marriage between. Here we go. Level 3, not bad. And he has 2. Look at that. He's such a good candidate for the Holy Roman Empire. I want to choose a favorite child, just in case I don't get him to be the emperor, and I can play as him regardless. And, what do we got here? County of Rupen, integrating title. Yeah, we're integrating Pomerania. Yeah, because the borders would look way better if we did. And then the legend here too. We want these things to do proper. If this, for whatever, if we're not able to get it past 1444, I might stream tomorrow. But I'm gonna probably try focusing on playing it. If you haven't noticed, we have the Pope as our direct vassal. Just makes a lot of sense, given everything. Look at all these, excellent. Oh, look at this cupbearer. Oh, spender. This is so good. We are prospering. Can this be a grand wedding? I'm traveling. I'm currently participating in someone else's grand wedding. I want to leave. Can I leave? Go home. We're going home. We're getting a thing for our son, a grandson. It would be very good to have West Slavia somehow in the Empire through natural means. It doesn't have to be that way, though. Oh, okay. Damn it. So they just managed to do it anyway, even though I was planning on making it a grand wedding. Hopefully they have plenty of children. But can I... Oh, look at that. That'd be nice. And then, how about you? Ask to promote legend. Use a hook. Ask to promote legend. She's already spreading a legend, but not mine. There we go. Yeah, we just gotta pay a bunch of money out. We want a bunch of people to spread a legend. Hold on. Because Brezhnev led Russian nationalism, he is Russia's Reagan, but good days understand. Interesting. Legendary Watchtower is really good, and we can get a Legendary Watchtower if we finish this. We're not going to be notified when this is available, so we don't accidentally do it like we did that one session. Summon the physician, though. We don't want this. Guess for now. Oh, can I press my wife's claim? No, because we're allies. Interestingly, we have a Dane, an actual Dane. Somehow the Danish culture is still practiced by nobility, who could restore Danish rule over Dane land. Uh-oh. Minor epidemic botched. That's not good. We don't want that stuff to spread. We're just going to get overseer and have a shite ton of stewardship. Yeah, I don't even know what to do with all this money. Anybody got any ideas? Why does the Eastern Roman Empire have that? Ezo? What? Oh, come on. So he's like claiming that I'm not who I am? Like, what is this? Nice. So Ezo tried claiming that he's me. Wow, what a what a just get out of here. Monthly diplomacy. I have a martial thing though, so I'll just let's do that. I wish you got to see the Japan War when I streamed you. I don't understand that, sorry. I could push the King of England or the King of Portugal's claims to everything, but I don't want to do that. I really want it to be that I push the other guy's claims. It's really cool that Kaiser Spender is just the next guy in line for Portugal. Maybe instead of trying to continue this assassination, we can just do this. But then he wouldn't be in my court. And she wouldn't be either. Oh, she isn't even in my court. Overseer. That's why I can't push her claim. And I can't push her claim because she's a queen of someone else. This push our child to be more and more. That sounds like a reasonable thing. Okay, we got a new son here. This could even be the guy. Press delete. I see. Show you this China-Japan War and Twilight Circle stream. I would have loved it. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I talk about it in the video too, so everybody here gets a little sneak peek on what the content is as well. So that's fun. Now, who do we call this guy? I don't think we called anybody after Sadomalium. We'll do that. Is Termo 9 there still? Curious. No, not much to do, really. I don't really want to expand for no reason. So we're just chilling. We're upgrading everything so that we can have some nice buildings. I don't even know if it affects buildings, but it would affect development. So we're doing it for those reasons. Saint Poland, yeah, sure. Yeah, let's do that. We should. Speaking of which, a good Kaiser holds bread and circuses, so we'll have a bunch of events, including a joust, just in case, you know, just in case we die, just to be a little fun. Why not? Everybody's gonna have a really big prize, and it's gonna be here, and everyone's gonna love it. Here we go. I'm gonna take a little snack here. Some dried mango. I love it. Ban Wesley. Wesley from where? And what did he do and why? Uh-oh. What happened here? Is that's just Kaiserreich, right? Or is it It's interesting, indeed. Dried mango is so good. I know, right? Let's do a temple. This is a very interesting character. Unrealistic in Paris imagery and you're rewriting America? Well, I mean, I'm not really involved in that, so I won't get involved, but I would talk to the GMs. They're usually pretty good about that sort of stuff. This Hungary line of our dynasty is doing pretty cool too. Why am I not even close to qualifying for this? Yeah, I like that dual rule path. It definitely looks like this. Just with some extra French land. There's this thing that I do sometimes when I know I want to play a Paradox game, but I don't know how or where or why. Where I ask my wife. I mean, she didn't have any ideas this time. I knew I wanted to play Hearts of Iron 4, but then she was playing a game and she unlocked a worker bee. And I'm like, workers. So I was already considering playing Austria because of this stream, and also the whatchamacallit. Damn it! I knew it. I know what I'm talking about. I just completely forget. Also, it was the random country that I selected. I didn't even qualify for that either. Huh. Am I too old to compete or something? Yeah, yeah, sorry if it couldn't help you there. It's nice to have a full stewardship character and just really build up everything. What? So he wanted to participate, but we're like, no. Interesting. It's the joust. And it's like, don't you know what happened to Aldrich? Oh, who's this? King Kane? Why do I have him pinned? Do I have a claimant to his titles or something? Oh, wait. What? Oh my god, you guys. Look at this. The King of Alvaro died. Under mysterious circumstances. Hey! What up? But can we even press her claims? She's not in our court, so we can't. So it doesn't even matter. Can I push her grandson's claim? No. It wouldn't make sense to put our claims on somebody, but then I don't know. I just don't want them all to get... I don't want to be too powerful and just get it all under our direct control. But then again, he is 2 years old, so... Wouldn't it be good for the good of Christianity to stabilize the realm under the true empire? The true successor to Rome? The protector of the holy site of Rome? Anglia is excommunicated too. Shouldn't we get the Sicilians in here too? Like, why not, right? Like, what do you guys think? Should we conquer Sicily? It would make the map look pretty good. Guess I've just accepted that I'm not going to be participating in these events. And poor health too, so like we might actually just end up being the king of Pomerania here. Was he even this guy in my court? Yes, no, he's not. He isn't because he's a relative of the West Slavians. If I put him on a title earlier, then we wouldn't have had this problem. It's unfortunate. Bring back the Bourbon NRP? Well, I don't know, maybe. Tried to translate Marxism from Hebrew to Russian. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't the Sicilians just leave in EU4? Well, it depends on the converter and how we do it. If we ask for the converter not to get rid of if we ask the converter not to get rid of kingdoms in the Holy Roman Empire, then it'll stay. But then it might be a little much, so I don't know. Do we have any intrigue books? We have a book for health, so we'll do that. Diplomacy, martial diplomacy, art of war diplomacy. This one's really good though. We want this art of war for the defender traits because didn't he even fight a lot of defensive wars? Against our kinsmen in the tyranny. So we had some Sicilo-Normans of our dynasty from like the remnants of the Latin Empire just destroyed. That's unfortunate. Oh, here we got another one. Raymond, our son. Our son needs a... We can push Raymond's claims. Why can't we do that? Can't we? We're still on activity, so we'll wait. The Paris conference is slowly dying. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Bourbon one might be fun to do. I've even been thinking about getting people to do an NRP about the campaign, the Krosnak successor, because of how like distinctive it is. Like, I love it so much. Mike VZQ. There we go. I finally get it. Our rival died. Excellent. What are your thoughts on new resources Hearts of Iron 4 mod? We added cobalt and grain. Grain is interesting because it lets you simulate gameplay, especially if you're going to be doing that survival aspect of Russia. I think that's a really good addition. It's a good game design. Cobalt, high-end tech, it makes sense because you need to like represent it somehow, and it's good that you're not being too specific with it and being like, oh, well, it actually needs to be all these different things. Instead, it's like the new, it's the new chromium, and the chromium is like what we gotta worry about here. What, are we still trying to... Oh, so it's still secret, but he has countermeasure. No, it is exposed. That's not good. All right, let's get Raymond, our son's claims on the entire kingdom of Navarra. Kind of crazy. Might make him independent immediately after. I don't know. It could be fun. Let's just do this. But yeah, I think that's a really smart idea. Like, people might not realize how smart of an idea that is. You're keeping in mind the original ideas of the game design of Hearts of Iron and expanding it to your entire situation. I recommend that. It's good. 2/3 of the world cobalt spot in a minute. Oh. Yeah, so that makes it really worthwhile having the combat there, especially if it... Yeah, look at that. You guys are actually thinking like game designers. Defending against Languedoc's conquest of Armagnac. Interesting. Oh, what's going on here? Military assistance. Sure, why not? Got some Hapsburg Sicilian Normans in Normandy. It's very interesting. One thing I am looking forward to, and I hope that I can change the things around to be like this, is all the personal unions and succession wars that are going to end up in EU form. See who ends up actually ruling the Habsburgs. It might not just be the Habsburgs in Austria. Got 32 years. Oh, what's this? These people are joining in? Why? Did I call her in? Or is she voluntarily doing it? That's nice, I guess. I wanna wait. Hold on. Heirs of Charlemagne still taking some time to spread there. Fertility, yeah, why not? Let's get a bunch of kids. Sandalamion. Okay, I hope that you live. Termo 9's tournament. That's pretty cool. Or Sibyl. Hey, my daughter's hosting a tournament. Why wouldn't I go and see her? Especially if it's close by. We'll stop at the King of Croatia's capital, though. Kind of crazy to think that I haven't visited Constantinople, technically, despite being there and facilitating the siege. King Astore. There you go. But weren't you supposed to be a certain person? Happened to the former spouse? No, what happened to Raymond? Raymond? Okay. But she's not the heir because she has relatives. Alright, well. Maybe we'll have to revoke that title. Maybe let's get out of this whole situation here. What's going on here? Another war? Castilian de jure war. Yeah, this place is falling apart, you guys. We gotta come in and stabilize the place for the good of Christianity, for the safety of the pilgrims. Oh, come on. Now he's... Oh, we were so close. It was exposed. Oh, well. This is exposed too, so we'll just hold off. Got too greedy with it. Should have just done it as soon as I had it. I knew that I could have pressed that. You're snapping? That's okay. I'm just also trying to focus on the game. Managed to special projects. That's awesome. Like, you guys are really doing Cold War properly. I'm really delighted to be able to highlight your progress of your mod. Wish you all the best. Now I actually want to participate in these, especially if it's in the exotic Egypt. It would be interesting to see what the English, if the English have a hybrid culture, what it's going to be. So Raymond might not be the king of Italy, but he's going to be the king of a bunch of different kingdoms over here. 3, to be exact. Mm-mm. Oh, we got it. Or we didn't actually, I don't think. Well, you know, this is it. Literally the target when I'm saying, oh, we didn't get it. Okay, check this out. Oh, Lord. It's very big. And we're at war with the Savoyards' expansion into this county, and the Castilians' de jure claim. It's over everything. You know what? I'm actually going to surrender this. Not only is it the Portuguese here, you know, big hit to my legitimacy, whatever. We want this to actually be prominent. It's the destabilization. I expanded a lot. I could have fought that. I'm just not going to. So hopefully that makes my expansion here less gamey. It'd be nice if we could find a way to destabilize the empire here. Maybe if we can execute the emperor, if we catch him out, then we can expand into Savoy. We could even usurp Burgundy, couldn't we? No, for some reason you can't usurp administrative titles. I guess that makes sense. It's just gonna be OTL Iberia, yeah, but what is this thing called? What is this? Aragon might be split up into a bunch of different principalities, which could be fun, which could be pretty fun. So, truth is relative. Yeah, we want to actually be able to. Caliph. The Caliph is here. I lost to the Caliph. No, that would have been so cool. That's awesome. It's so interesting that this person would even attend this event. The Crusader Kingdom of Egypt, right next to there. Oh, you can construct parts of a rocket. That's awesome. Okay, we're about to like lose. That was a mistake. They're trying to take this and they have it controlled. We need to call our allies to this war. The Kaiser, yeah, and the King of Portugal, why not? It's interesting that the King of Portugal and Castile are allies. What is going on there, though? That means that there could be something fishy going on there. Oh, okay, interesting. I didn't even do any things, but now I'm wrestling. I got knocked out. The Kaiser's definitely not doing well. We're about to lube? What? Lose. Oh, okay. Nobody clipped that. Yeah, we really need to defend our territory here. We don't want the French to get our territories. So much gold, there's literally nothing to do with it. All we have to do is just upgrade this stuff that will probably never end up even being effective. It would be nice if we could get the Vienna to high development here, but I don't think that we even can. It's just awesome to get the Caliph to come to your tournament. Yeah, that's really cool. You got some you have some influence there to if you're going to be able to invite that guy when he's literally your biggest hostile rival right next to your border. Oh, what were we doing? Oh yeah, this. Defending our capital, I mean our lands, especially our new lands, from the French. Everybody wants a piece of the French here. Okay. My son, give me a wand. Why is this not a defensive battle? Isn't it? It is. Okay. We should be okay. Oh, we got it. We won people over with our wit. That's nice. Well, look at this. Oh, epic battle. Oh, it's not even the emperor of the French. It's just the king of the French. Very interesting. I don't think that I'm gonna let the French be united. By the turn of the game, because it's like, how is it that the emperor who's in like a little county in Brittany is the is the ruler of the entire thing when the kingdom, the crown lands, are under someone else entirely. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, Ilmintrude has a kid. Give me one. We already have a character named after you. We already have Saldomian on. Dark Sands has another character in well. There we go, Dark Sands. What a great occasion. Yeah, good grand tournament, Termo 9. And now let's siege out the Savoyards. Yeah, no problem. There we go. Is it because of an imprisonment? Captured the heir. Interesting. I'll just accept the peace. There we go. Avoid that expansion there. This Holy Roman Empire is looking pretty Holy Roman into Emperor. We got a lot of renown if we got another one already. Legitimacy. This is pretty good if we want to make sure that the realm is stable. Other things aren't really that important anymore, so we'll just keep it like this. Seize this, or I wish that we could claim all of Savoy. Wish that there was a claimant to Savoy, or even the Kingdom of Burgundy. It's just that little thing there. How does that make any sense? You can't usurp? Oh, hold on. Can I invite any of you to court? No. Okay. Would have been nice, but no. Let's go with... Oh, wait, what? Oh, no. I thought that the Emperor of France died. Or at least the Empire itself had died, but no. Unfortunately not. Thank God I can go back inside. Our grandson Oxbridge. Let's get you to be stubborn. Yeah, because you're going to be stewardy. We're not going to do that, though. Sandola Mion. Yeah, you go over there, and you can be educated by my son. That makes sense. We'll do it that way. The Roman War for de jure. So they're just expanding directly. We should find a way to marry into this line here. My son could marry somebody, or it could be a daughter of mine. No, not a marriage, not an alliance. Well, that sucks. Really? This isn't gonna cause an alliance. Why? It's literally this guy's son. It's his grandson. Oh, come on. Can we try marrying into the Croatians at least, so that they exist as a buffer state between us? My daughter, do you have a son? No. Okay, that really sucks. It does, if I make him a tributary, does that mean I get to protect him from invasion? I don't know. Pinorati for 7 Convents Italy. That's a good idea. Could you Discord message me that, because I'll need to factor that in somehow. I'll try to at least. Let's just go straight for the kingdom. Norwegian Greece. No. Oh yeah. Wow. Sharp eye there. Yeah. There's a little landing there for them. I'll see if I can just make Croatia a tributary. I think that makes sense. Oh wow. Okay. Did all my knights die of a plague or something? Like, what's going on there? See if we can invite claimants. It'd be nice if we could end up inviting a claimant to Savoy, because then that would be a really pretty Switzerland. There we go. I'll do that. But let's get down to business and force the Can we force the vassalization of Serbia? Oh, look at this. Okay, so this is kind of gamey, and I might even undo this later. I just really want to dunk on the Eastern Roman Empire. Maybe I'll even white peace out of this war just so that the Serbian king gets a bunch of gold and then has to leave. Be nice if we could just get him down here, though. King Raymond. Yes, very good. Yes, swear fealty to your father who put you in there in the first place. Yeah, Serbian war banner. That's nice. Wait a minute. There we go. Get into here. Nice if we could actually use this intrigue for benefit. Can't do anything to this guy. Can't do. Oh, he's a brother-in-law now, so we could pass our wife's claim maybe and get Denmark in here. Just get a big European confederation led by the Germans. Why not? It's true to life. Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, he's our vassal, and now we get to fight the them in the eastern. Oh, but now they could take all of Croatia. If we fight this, then they'll give us a lot of money, which means that they'll be destabilized, and we want them to be destabilized. So we're going to fight this, and we're going to invite all of our allies. The Africans, the Portuguese, the Danish, the West Slavians, the Athenians, and Al-Wahat. It's very interesting. You know, Turmo 9, do you think you can make a hybrid culture with the German and Egyptian? That'd be cool. Just try not to make it German heritage, because that wouldn't be great. Thanks. I'll check Discord when I can, yeah. Just trying to get through the game. I'll be able to check it later, right? So we're unoccupying the desert territories, and they are scared because they have no idea where they even are. Shaper my image? Yeah, why not? Oh, why not? It's the stress levels. I thought that I was like supposed to not be any worry of that at all nowadays. I don't know. Because God told me to chill out. I guess not. Oh, what's this? Now the Croatians are fighting the Byzantines for that title there. That's a good twist. Yeah. Flip the script on them. And then after this we can do some cheeky de jure territory claiming too. Why not? Nice. A lot of war score there. So today we were watching the bad guys that whatchamacallit. It's this really good DreamWorks film, and I was really invested. The big twist happened. Everything's escalating. Oh, it's so exciting. And then my daughter's like, I want to watch Bluey. So then we had to end up watching Bluey. Which is unfortunate because I was so invested. All de jure lands. This is good because wait, why? What? Croatian expansion. So then we would end up fighting the Croatians. We're gonna end up fighting them anyway. Is the thing. De jure territories, and then we make Serbia independent. Maybe we force them to be Catholic. No, let's do that. That seems like good role play.
cutting them off in their regions here with the Nika going on them. Yeah, makes sense to me. This is a good. This makes sense roleplay wise too. Like we were biding our time, waiting for them to make a mistake, and they did, and we capitalized on it. So there we go. But hey, I saved your life. No, you don't even like me. What if I gave you a wow? Yeah, I might accept. Yeah, there you go. Catholic. Excellent. Let's get somebody converting. I don't remember the last time we've ever started that, and it was not good progress. 2 years? Maybe we'll be able to make good progress. What about your vassals? Here, what if I give you a bunch of money? There we go. 14%. He's zealous. That's not good. What about you? Are you zealous? Nope, but you can be given a bunch of money. So, yeah. You'll try? Okay, thanks, term. Whatever. A weak hook, what are you going to use it on? My daughter. Seven call list. Who's on our viewership list? Can I even see that? I don't even know. Blah, blah, blah. How about just a Ludmilla there? Sure. Oh wow, that was a quick siege. Should I go back into war? Maybe I should. No, what should I do? I should do health. Let's get healthy. There's a lot of fortifications here. Let me take care of this. No, why not? Arbitrary, sure. The Venetians are getting screwed. Hold on. Is that all the claims now? No, it's the we occupy it, right? And then we have to do it all the way up here too? Yeah, it makes sense. One small step for a ruler, eh? Yeah, let's do that. It'd be interesting to get the Kingdom of Serbia directly integrated into the Holy Roman Empire. I don't think I'd do that though. Did her husband die or something? This guy, what, has golden lineage? Okay, so we can get a descendant of Genghis Khan in our dynasty. That's interesting. Extremely interesting. Let's get friendly. Can we do this? A strong stand? Nope. Okay. Let's just go. Let's take him out. There we go. That's that empire's. No, we're not. You're not doing that. No, nuh-uh. Uh-oh. I was just thinking that we were needing something like this. Let's wait on that. Who's this guy though? Just unrelated. Just ended up accidentally getting involved. That's powerful troops there, but not powerful enough. Oh, the Croatians took over the land that we just had sieged down, did they? It's unfortunate. Venice has just been an island for a while. Yeah, they have. Maybe we could incorporate them into the empire somehow. Yeah, so they might have taken over that territory. That sucks. Maybe we can split up the troops. What is going on? 53% aging gracefully. Incapable is not the best trait to have, to say the least. I want my grandson to be the ruler. Or do I even really want that? Because then he doesn't have any titles, and then what am I doing? It's nice that he has his own branch of the dynasty here somehow, but then the Holy Roman Empire would suffer because all these titles wouldn't be going to someone. I can't just give him any titles. Can I? No, and I can't invite him to the court. So I'm going to keep him as my favorite child, but I'm going to keep this guy, the ruler. This guy could be good. But who's the Archduchy of Austria going to? Because I haven't appointed my successor. I haven't designated the heir. So the Austrian kingdom's going to... Who? It's going to this guy. It's because it's an elected title, right? The Archduchy is going to him because it's male primogeniture. He's our oldest son. If I make him not the ruler, instead I try to elect someone else, then, I don't know what to do here. I think I want to keep hold of Austria. I think that it just makes sense to do it this way. But let's see. 53. Okay, I'm incapable. Eesh, alright. Well, this is our guy's last war, and he's just dying. So there we go. I wonder what kind of ruler. Oh, and we could trigger the event, but will it not work if we're incapable? Would we integrate? Oh, look at this. But it's not bordering a de jure territory. Maybe we just wait on the whole integrate a whole kingdom title thing and give that to our successor, and then we can pick something. Maybe Sicily makes sense. What do you guys think? Danubia gang USGA. I think the United States of Greater Austria makes sense given the their tendencies of the time period, but Danubian Federation is nice, wholesome, but then it's like too wholesome and it's like not plausible at all. So I don't know. Hard to say. Hard to say which is better. I'd want to live in the Danubian Federation more than the United States of Greater Austria, but the United States of Greater Austria is also the one that was just the more accurate to history, given the fact that it was actually the proposed thing, the Danubian Federation. Danubian Federation might have been the same thing too, but I don't know. Okay, here we go. We could choose destiny. We could play as the Queen of Jerusalem, and they're helping Armenians. That's good. We could start playing as the Hapsburgs in India. We could play Kaiser Spender, who would become a adventurer, but not for long, because then the Portuguese would just rule it there. So we'll just probably end up playing as Kaiser Void. Kaiser Void, the warlord. He's very stressed. He has one eye. He's a Giga Chad, to say the least. He is poor in health. He has a son who's married to somebody unnotable. I want to break this betrothal, please. Just want to make sure. Yeah, it's just some person. We're not doing that. So we can get our son here to be married to someone else more important, like this person, the Serene Republic of Italy. So the Italians are a republic now, and that's why we weren't able to get the succession, I guess. I'm surprised that this character died. Got a little bit of a trouble brewing here. We have a lot of titles to give out. Kingdom of Ireland? Really? Wouldn't we just give that to my brother? Let's give you the Kingdom of Ireland. The nice thing is that I can inherit this legend. Let's start owning it. Increase the quality and then immediately complete it. We got a press claim on the Empire of Francia? What? A.E.I.O.U. Okay. I know I said I wouldn't go super hard, you guys, but hear me out. Hear me out. What if? What if we just conquered the whole thing? What if we just did that? Wouldn't that be so cute? Wouldn't it be so funny if we did that? So we'll finish our war with the Eastern Roman Empire. We'll clear the grounds for a legendary watchtower. Not maybe in Stettin, because we can't do it in any of these things here, right? We could do it in Brixen. We can do it in Amstetten. Amstetten maybe. Freistadt. Having it in Stettin, I think, makes sense. He would want it to be his territory. Commission legend artifact. Yeah, let's do that. The heirs of Charlemagne. This guy's stressed out, man. I would be stressed out too. Okay, so our daughter's married to our brother. That's very incestuous. Are you at least our ally? Yeah, so we didn't need to worry about you joining any wars. And here's the thing too, I'm pretty sure that because we have this thing, we can just get all of the French titles directly, and then at that point, yeah, this is going to be a really interesting world. I don't know, like, I really want to do that. What do you guys think? Otto's dream, the 1400s? Yeah, maybe. You could just integrate the French vassals into the Holy Roman Empire. It's not like your direct power would increase too much. I could integrate the Kingdom of France directly, and then the Holy Roman Empire would be big. And then also, because I have the option to do Iberian Foothold. 50% titles a Catholic. This title borders a desert kingdom in a realm. I've held this for 15 years. So if I live long enough, I integrate the Kingdom of Francia directly, and then I do that, then yeah, then we could actually have a very big thing here. And it makes sense that Kaiser Void would do such a grand thing. And he gets all these weak claims on all of this stuff, so we could figure this out and give this to maybe one of our kids. We have a bunch of girls. We only have two boys. Lustful, zealous, temperate. That's a very interesting combo. Can we get a good alliance with the Grand Wedding? Sicily, Egypt. Egypt, getting that in there is a Despotate of Armenia. These people are even allies with our guys. Despotate of Pontus. Yeah, let's get some Greek allies here. Fortunately, we didn't press the claim to the Kingdom of England. So we have a half sister who could have a claim on that, and this person's still our courtier, so we could push her claim to Denmark. So we might do that, but I think Empire of France is a lot more important. We're not going to consolidate the kingdom yet. I really want to lower our stress. We can hold an event of some kind. A grand tournament at no cost or a grand tour. Let's not do either of those things, and let's do a feast. And let's get all this stuff going. And we're going to change our court artifacts to be war-oriented, because we're war education. Kaiser Dead Stinks Art of War, and Tyrol Art of War. Okay, and then let's get all of our amenities up, because we need to be spending the money somehow. Intrigue Court? Let's just do a warlike court now. Why not? Okay, we're still Tyrolean. We need to give out these lands to someone, though. This guy's a Dane. I don't want to do it to him. This Ascalian dynasty has been in charge here for a very long time. And I kind of want to see them become our Prussia. They've owned Berlin. They own Brandenburg. They're about to have a really cool thing here. We should give the no. What am I talking about? We're gonna give this to our son here. We're gonna give him the entirety of the Kingdom of Pomerania, including the vassalage of that big guy. But before we do that, we're gonna get him to be married into the dynasty directly, and that way we don't have to worry about that. So, not our player heir, but not Oxbridge, but Dead Snake the Third, with this guy and get an alliance. It's not gonna maybe make any children, but we want this to be good. And then I think we can just demand. No, we can't do that. Or wait, no, he transferred vassal to direct there. So now we have that realm, and he has an alliance with that, so now we don't have to worry about that. So we have those titles settled. We're not our administrative genius of a father, so we'll need to give out a bunch of baronies. Congümund, which is a Balmish, interesting. This guy's Bavarian. Then we have these two of Floresdorf. Tyrol culture and Tyrol culture. We'll upgrade this though. And then we still have one extra one, which is interesting. I guess we can't do anything about that. Let's get our wife to be steward oriented. There, just barely enough. We have a weak favor. She has a weak favor on us. That's not good. The King of Hungary has a high stewardship, so let's try getting him to be our friend. The Marshal and the King of Italy. There we go. A bunch of good kingdoms. Very cool. Empire is going to be even cooler when France is in it. It's got a scammer in chat in Discord. Oh, not Discord. Anyway, let's get going on this. Lifestyle, Marshall. Wait. Oh, we're a Master Wanderer? That's cool. Did I take on a bunch of travels as my previous character? Guess so. I kind of want to see if I can elect the future king of Pomerania to be the guy now, though. He'd be our relative. It's not Give Me One. It's Ruprecht. It's not Hunfred. It's not a spy master. Can I even elect him? I guess not. That's interesting. Why is Sweden orange? Is because the Danish are subjecting them to tribute. Speaking of subjecting to tribute, King of Wales is now mine, and I'm going to give the title to my brother so he can press his claims on that stuff. Because he's just as much of a warrior as me, if not more. But I think I was the only guy to do the Crusades, so we'll see how that goes, I guess. Would have been nice to do the thing that gives a bunch more acceptance, because then we could have some more interesting hybrid cultures showing up. But I have an extra barony to give out. Oh, okay, did I? I don't know. Thanks for keeping that in mind. Pedagogy, let's do that, and then let's get our primary heir. But he's... I guess I can do it with him. Yeah, Shadow of Fame Twilight. Yeah, I think that you're going to have a name for yourself once you conquer the entirety of France. I could be wrong, though. So we lost a bunch of troops to attrition, and the fact that we have... I can vassalize of Leinster. Okay. And then I can vassalize... I can grant him this vassal. Okay, so now we have the entirety of Ireland under our control now as well. We probably shouldn't engage with them, but I need to do that though. They already have their money back somehow. The leader changed, I guess. Yeah, we want a military assistance. In fact, I'll see if we can get the Queen of Egypt on our side. She's fighting Muslims though, so she should be doing that more, given the fact that she's a Crusader Queen. But
Hopefully this will push us over over the war score, but we're losing the territory that we had once gained from. Are they hiring these nomads here or something? So now they're leaving. So hopefully we can. Oh, no, they're not leaving. We need to wait for our allies before we make any mistakes. They're leaving again, I think. There. Okay. Got the strategist. That's pretty good. Marriage candidate acceptance is also extremely valuable as a stat. And probably one of the most valuable things, I'd say. Yeah, extra military assistance, why not? There we go. That's 100%. Now we have to deal with the Croatians. Do we really need to? That's just white peace? Nope. The King of England just going to become the King of Britain at this point, giving him all those titles. Whatever. It's nice to have it all under one guy. I'm in a situation I don't know what to do. What do you mean, load of cats? It's a very interesting place to be searching help is in my chat. Not that I don't have good ideas, it's just that now I'm extremely interested in what you have to say. Oh my god. How did we lose that? That's humiliating. Yikes. I'm pretty sure that also reduced our legitimacy. Nope. They're just that good. I hope that doesn't destabilize our realm. Seems like it would. But you want destruct schemes, not support schemes. We don't have anything going on right now. Why are we continuously prompted to loot them? I don't get that. Oh, come on. What? Oof. Okay, so much for becoming the Emperor of France. Shit. I can't even peck the Austrians. I'm not sure what to do here. I haven't loaded for things like this in the past. I want to do it here, but I don't think I should. Yeah, I'm not going to. I was the King of Aragon here. This is just so... I don't even know how to begin to process this. I'll look at all this now. He started as a vassal for the Byzantine Empire, took only Egypt. There's a few pieces left. The papacy is in Italy. Should I give all the duchies to my next player? I think so. Man, look at all these court artifacts gained. Oh, I don't know what to do here. I think that the only thing to do is just roll with the punches. That's what I've done this whole time.
This really sucks. I had a claim on the Empire of France. Can I redo that legend? No, I can't. Can I make a hybrid culture? Like, what? Who is this guy? Who am I playing as right now? Is he liked? I don't know. Oh. Okay. I'm making a decision here. I'm switching characters to become the Archduke of Austria. If I switch characters, it invalidates achievements, but I'm not going for achievements. But this makes for an interesting scenario. I'm the Archduke of Austria. I'm this guy's father. I'm curious. I'm going to become a democratic guy. Not democratic, but diplomatic. I could become the next emperor if I sway enough people. If I do, then I can conquer Francia, integrate it, and integrate this kingdom as well. So that is still within the roleplay and is like a punishment for not picking the right guy to be our successor. So I really think this is the right choice. So we'll start going through this here. It would be nice if I couldn't. I mean, this is like a really weak position too. It's nice that we have a ally in the Pontus over here, but it's weird not being the emperor. Although we weren't the emperor for a while. We have all these men at arms, but not all them ones that we used to have. We don't have any money. I want to be the emperor. I'm next in line. Why am I so influential? Everyone else is voting for the king. I could even fight the king for my claim on this realm, and he has a lot of titles, so that's probably not the best idea. But I technically could, and then we can also see what's going on with Kaiser Spender. This Prince Berengar guy, oh, he has a disease that sucks. Heir to the kingdom of Portugal and the Empire of Westphalia. All right, well, now we're back to where we started, really. It's really interesting. I think that when Termo 9, you were saying that you were thinking about... hold on, what am I saying? I have no allocates either. Eesh. Lancer? That's good. Tactician's probably... Yeah, let's do Tactician. Vanguard? No. Thug? No. What about you? Vanguard Pike Captain is what we want. And then... Disciplinarian? Idealist? Let's do that. I'm excited to play this character and start over from the beginning here. That's going to be really fun. Valiant army damage plus is good. I guess we'll have to just take Thug though. Alright. And then I can declare wars against a bunch of people. Why? A bunch of different courtiers' claims. Okay. We need to press the Empire of France. Emperor of France title. We'll have to murder this guy. It's interesting that we can even start a scheme as a 15-year-old. I didn't know that. We have a lot of money just because we do... Oh my god. Really? That's all we have? Is look at how empty our court is. Wow. This is so interesting. I was just so used to the sort of god that we had forever ago. Yeah, that's interesting. Don't have the money to repair that. Nice that our father developed our lands so much, eh? And our brother Dedsnate II of Pomerania. That's interesting. Gray Eminence. There we go. That's what we need. It is going to the other guy. How many other people are voting for me? Why do you hate me so much? I'm known for my sins? Interesting. Who else is the voters in this election?
King of Lotharing, this guy. He's a child, so I can't sway him. We need to really lay into our diplomatic here, majesty for sure. I'm so excited to play this character, you guys. I am really excited for this. So much for this guy being somebody we release. And we don't even get to instant integrate a kingdom. But Pomerania will become a part of it. Yeah, a lot of good things are going on here. End my entrenched regency. But I have these baronies to give out. It'd be nice if it's our dynasty. It doesn't even matter. It just has to be some other guys. It sucks. Wow, it's so crazy having the our power diminish so much. Isn't this awesome, you guys? I don't know. I really like this. You have a lot of the land in the west of the HRE. Yeah, I do. I like this. I don't know why this is the case, but I don't. You're still confused? Why? Because of how much money I have? Well, I've just been playing the game for a while. If you notice, it's 24 years until the game ends. I don't even know if this character will become the Holy Roman Empire and the Holy Roman Emperor. It'd be the perfect way to end it is if we manage to do it, though. Okay, good. Yeah, we want to really make a name for ourselves. We want to. Yeah, we really need to. We need money. Convince deserted territory. Yeah, so we might even get this Steiermark duchy for free. I'd really like that. Confused about my game, or are you confused about something else? Let's sway. Do we have the ability to sway multiple people? I swear we do. And it would be nice if we could sway people to vote for us in the next election. 155. I could seduce her. Very hard. Why? Margaret's intrigue. Let's just sway her too and see what happens. You don't know what to do. So the thing I don't understand is a vassal for the Byzantine Empire took over Egypt. Only a few pieces left. The papacy and most of Italy. You got too much. You keep doing wrong things. So, like, I wish I could see your save. That would make things a lot easier for me to understand what's going on with your game. Well, the Kingdom of Italy is feudal again, and they own Savoy. That's interesting. It'd be so easier if it was so much easier to understand if I saw your Okay, so we're the steward of the Holy Roman Empire. That's good. If I could see your game, then I'd be able to help you more. I need to learn the French language, especially if I'm going to be the conqueror of it all. Do I have to kill my uncle? You're on PS5. The PS5, the console versions of the game, the console versions of the game have their issues where they aren't. I was trying to murder the Emperor, but I kind of need to murder the Emperor. I don't have to stay on this one. Wow, I really need to focus on this game now. Oof. Yeah, if you could send me some pictures of your game on the Discord and in the channel, I could probably try to help you out more then. But right now, I'm really trying to focus on making this game a success. I really want to become the Emperor again so I can press my claim against the Empire of France. I could even try to get... Can't I like... request a claim on the Empire of France? I'm already King and Emperor. I have sinful traits. I see so much money. I just need all this money that my Kaiser now has. I need all of it. But I'm gonna have to suppress these rebellions.
Now I really need this lady to be 5 years old so that I can 5 years older so I can get some children. What's my Discord? Lordad. I don't have it. I don't have the ability to share it with you right now. Actually, I might be able to if I What rules? Do I have like a invite on my channel? I have it on my Discord. I have a YouTube channel. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to find the Discord link. I can create the Kingdom of Lotharingia. I could get like 1 extra vassal. That's probably not worth it. Oh, nice. Why did you get the Duchy of Caranthinia and I didn't? But now I have too many. Now I have too many of these. Oh, what a pain! That actually really screwed me out. I wouldn't want to. This guy. I could do this guy. This guy could be our. But he's not our dynasty. This really stinks. I'll just give it to this 0-year-old here. Congratulations, you're the Duke of Caranthinia. There we go. That's that problem solved. We still have these bozos trying to rebel. Are these Landsknechts? Yes. And let's station them there, because Landsknechts are really powerful for us. The Bombards, they need to go in Innsbruck, because we built Innsbruck up to be a siege manufacturer. I'm so excited to be able to play as somebody so small like this. I was so tempted to just revert a save or whatever and min-max it, but look at this now. It's so much better. The Lorg family, yeah, because they have the estates, don't they? I'll do my best to help you out with that at a later point. We need to get a bunch of. Oh my god, that's so bad. We're just losing all of our heritage. We have to. We need to do a bunch of stops. We need to get a bunch of stuff to be able to do this properly. We'll quickly stop by all this stuff to get the travel to trade at Rome. Then we're going to go to this, and then we're going to start traveling back. We're going to go to Genoa. We're going to go here, up here. We want to get as much experience and as much extra traits as possible. We want to become the next Holy Roman Emperor, and we want to kick ass at it. So let's go. We're not going to go to Caravan Master until we get this trait here. Let's hurry. Eesh. Can we appoint one now? There we go. That should hopefully make us work. Humbert? Well, no. I want that guy who's really good at it to become the guy. There we go. Let's get a court physician as well. Yeah. Oh my god, we shouldn't have spent that money. Eesh. No. Wait. This is not good, you guys. You shouldn't have spent all that money. Let's just continue on our travels to get all of this experience at Rome. But let's go through here so that we don't trigger all these things first, and then wait. I want to go here and then up here. Yeah, and then Ravenna, Modena, Venetia, this war area, and then around St. Poland, and then around and up. That should make us go somewhere else. Yeah, it's making us go that way still, so that's nice. Losing all that money really sucks. Should have really thought of that. I don't have the money to be able to do that anymore. Hopefully we'll be able to make a bunch of money from this rebellion here. So what a great way to end this series. I really hope that this goes well. From riches to rags. Yeah, I know, right? You're on your Discord server, you can't text you though? Well, just post it in the in a channel. There's a channel about this series, the Friday Gaming. My mother, Kingdom of Sicily. Interesting. So I could press my claims not only to Sicily but all of Northern Africa. That's pretty cool. And so does this guy. This guy's the same idea. So maybe we'll do that. Oh my God. Fuck. Yeah, I was just thinking about how fragile life is. No kidding. Just considering that guy just died for us. Yeah, no kidding. A new view of God? No. From riches to rags. It would have been nice to go to this grand tournament and get a bunch of prestige. Yeah, let's just relax for a bit, you guys. I wish we had those diplomatic books, because we would be really, really good on that. We want to go down August. We want to. We want extra swaying power. We want to become the next emperor of the Holy Roman Empire through peaceful means, besides maybe a cheeky murder. Little cheeky murder. Sorry. This guy really needs to die, though. The one thing that sucks is that this might become an administrative realm now that I'm not the one ruling it. In fact, as soon as this guy wins this war against the Croatians, they might become an administrative realm, which will change things a lot. Oh, and then the Pontics are about to lose everything, and we are, not going to face a rebellion anymore. This would be a great way for us to get some prestige if we manage to defeat a bunch of these people in battle. They have way more troops. We have more troops than them, actually. That's pretty good. It's nice to get all of this martial and all different types of experience. Yeah, well, so much for this murder. Yeah, we need the money, so we're gonna take care of that. Speaking of taking care of this, we're gonna take care of that. Ooh, this is... Nope. Prestige? Yeah, okay. Extra building? We don't really need that. Trading resources? No. That would have been so good if we were building tall, but we don't even have that money. Herding insights is good. I will become the heir of Charlemagne. That's really awesome. Thank you. We really needed that, actually. Now, we don't even have a spouse, but we can revoke a barony here. Get some extra land. And station this guy, but we've raised it already. Where are those troops? Where are those troops at? Okay, we're going down this way. Alright. I really hope that this Pontus realm still goes. It should be around the bottom. Yeah, thank you, Term. I want to know about the Kaiser Raymond's secrets. Nope. Didn't get anything. Nice to get all that extra diplomacy stuff. But what are... Oh, we're almost at the top of the traveler trait. Stalwart leader. This way we can get more prestige, especially if we're leading the armies. We might as well just do. Why not? We have nothing to lose. First of the Vanguard. Yeah, let's do that. 14. Yeah. And then can we recruit this 32 martial guy to the court? Tactician Blade Master. Hell yeah. Look at this guy. The silver arm. I'm missing prestige. Oh, of course. But can I go on a travel somewhere? Go on a pilgrimage maybe?
It'd be really cool if we became Crusader Kings, because I think there's room for one more crusade. But if we aren't able to become the emperors of the Holy Roman Empire, well, I guess the administrative government mode would still allow us to peacefully become the emperor, even if we aren't directly in line. I'm so excited for this, you guys. Our little itty bitty Austria here, once again. Okay, let's do this. We should not be sieging out territories for no reason. We should be seeking them out and fighting them in the mountains, in defensive terrain. If I die, then I just become the King of Pomerania, who also has a weak claim to Francia, so I don't mind that much. Inspiring rule, yeah, let's do that. Get some extra loyalty. Defense in the mountains, better soldiers, more soldiers. Yeah, we aren't the same army that we used to be. What are you guys doing? Supporting friendly armies, resupplying. Okay. We want these mountains. So they're still trying to fight this? Alright, well, we could just quickly siege it out. Air in line to... Okay, I'm in line. Okay. Third in line for Kingdom of England. Interesting. King Peter of Norway? Why? Tributary. Okay, interesting. We need to be preventing their siege out of your capital here. Shouldn't be doing anything else, really. This sucks because they're gonna just get all this stuff and then we're not gonna be able to have a wife with any territory, so we'll have to just miss out on this really epic marriage just because these guys aren't gonna collaborate. Okay, well, this sucks. We had a good thing going on there, but that didn't work out. Man, this is rough. This is tough. This is exactly what I want. This like warlord era of the Byzantine Empire is going to come to an end real soon. It's not going to be pretty. I don't want to die, so... Wish I had that art of war that I could pull upon. The defending centric one. Nope. We need to catch out those reinforcements there. And they're just gonna surround us here. Maybe it's worth the risk. Nope, we didn't get there in time. Very risky for us to be all the way over here, but what can I be doing now? Should I go on a pilgrimage? Heard my daughter. I think my daughter coughing. That's not really that good. Is that a new university that I didn't pass by? Is that going to be? Oh, is that plague going to be gone? We'll see. I guess let's get as much as we can. We're visiting all these different. We barely missed this though. All these different places. Lyon, Grenoble, Syrinus. Maybe we'll find somebody on our way. It would be nice to pass by the emperor so we can get all those juicy traits. Yeah, I thought I would just be blazing through the game to hit the 1444, but now we have a big challenge on our hands. I'd like to say that I intended this, but I definitely didn't. So, and then Santiago, and then not Santiago yet, but then here, and then Santiago, and then on our way home. And we're not sailing, so we don't have to worry about that. And let's bring medical equipment, and let's put the pomp up. Look at that. A lot of money, a lot more money than I thought. And it's nice that we're the steward of the Holy Roman Empire. But this sucks. I don't want to lose my... I want to... This is good. If we can get supported by our troops here, our allies here, if we can make this work. How is Termo 9 doing in Egypt? Oh, the Abbasids exploded, so... but they're just supporting their Armenians here. Do they have a like direct marriage with people like this? So he's the heir to the Duchy of Apulia. That's interesting. She has weak claims on the entirety of... Oh, wow. Termo 9... Oh, no, she's near death. That sucks. The Duke of Athens is going to become the next ruler of the Egyptians, though. And I don't see how these people are allied. Leontios and Ida. So it's not anything really that important. Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. Defending in hills, defensive buildings, higher quality. Okay, let's just see how it goes. Ugh, and then it's going to immediately die. Are we getting supported enough? Yeah, I think so. Theatrical? No, we're actually going to go for the potty. Yes, let's do it. Imperial contemplation? Godly contemplation? Austria lasts forever? No. There we go. We didn't get prestige for that because we're not ruling the thing, but yeah, rest in peace, Termo 9. Just one night of comfort? Yeah, dude. Okay, this guy is lustful. He's wanton behavior, hurt risk. No. I think he might know that his lustful nature is what's preventing him from becoming the emperor, so he'll try to prevent that. We want as much prestige as possible to get more voting power. Firm hand, yeah, let's do that. For dread, so if we get more dread, we'll get more prestige. If we enforce the demands, we get a lot of the... That's good. And now they're recruiting adventurers. That's not good. Still near death. Defeating the Ashari uprising, so that's good for the Christians. Yeah, yeah, we're zealous. Oh, but we got the ill trait. That's not good. We got all those extra stats for getting a certain traveling level, so that's nice. Let's go. Okay, so now they reoccupied stuff, but not promising prospects. Sway. We need to be swaying more electors. We need them all to love us to death, including our uncle. And this king here, but he's incapable, so maybe that's not really that important. Very easy? Yeah, I imagine it'd be very easy to sway somebody who's incapable. Okay. Good to be well again, that's nice. We're young, so we should be able to bounce back from anything, really. What's going on here? That's their territory. I don't know why we're marching into their territory. Oh god. Okay, we have to support this. Is that gonna be enough? Yes. Let's go. And taxman. Yeah, let's do taxman. Opportunity to rest. Yeah, we're chilling. We're just a chill guy. Who's our brother married to?
Oh yeah, this dynasty. So he's set up for greatness. Praetorian Guard per night. Yeah, sure, why not? We need a lot of prestige though, you guys. We have a lot of money. That's good. I'm glad that we have. It's worth all that build up. All that build up of all of our troops and all that stuff. Like that is, it's worth it because now we have all this. Totalitarian, tutor. And now we can actually start affording this stuff. So let's do that. Legends. Do you have any good legends? No, we don't have any legends. That's interesting. We should be holding a bunch of court events and see what happens out of that. I want there to be more people going on the Eastern Roman Empire. Walk the Holy Path. That's good. That's good. Getting the activities one is so good because of, oh no, they're attackers again. No, shit. We gotta run away from this. That's really not good, you guys. Especially all those troops. No, that's just a stack wipe. Do I break the betrothal now is the question. Because, like, they're not gonna have anything. Like, lose a level of fame. I can't do that. So to suck it up, I guess. Determined Pilgrim, yeah, that's good. Did you die yet? Nope, not yet. You're recovering slightly. It's impressive, frankly. Okay, so we lost a lot of troops here, but it's still not over yet. We want as much prestige as possible. Become emperor. Yeah, we already know about this. Right. Devotion. That's good. We finished swaying. Now, how is the election looking? Still very much in favor, but why? My candidate. He's a strong claim to the title. He belongs to a prestigious dynasty. He's a pious man. Honest likes honest. I like him. I trust the judgment of a ruler I like. So if he becomes more willing to elect me, then we might be good. Claim me regent. Oh, maybe. Befriend? Yeah, let's just try that. Why not? It's interesting because then they're just standing around. Oh. Okay, we killed the bandits. Very good. Yeah. Okay, now they're starting to siege us out again, Pontus. Where are you going? No, don't besiege a distant county that's meaningless. They're getting war goals on us. Tisk. The prestige per legitimacy level. That's pretty good. We want as much prestige as possible. You guys keep missing these. Happy to have caught one. Yeah, well, you're like probably watching the last one, and not only that, but one of the most eventful ones. We got a claim on the French Empire. We were about to press it, but then our leader died on a march during a campaign. Now we are his son who inherited Austria, but he wasn't the person electing the Holy Roman Empire. So now we basically have everything that we need to do. Great deed for mighty endeavor for Hapsburg. Yeah, let's do that. Oh wow, okay. So now we have these. There we go.
Extra legitimacy. Yeah, so we're trying to become the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire again as the Archduke of Austria, so that we can press our claim to Francia, so that we can integrate France, so that we can integrate Aragon, so that we have a really beautiful looking empire potentially going into an EU4 campaign. So it's a big challenge to have to like basically start over all over again, but it could be really good. And now we're going over to our Kaiser's grand wedding. So that's pretty good. Speaking of, can we do a little bit of a cheeky murder of our, not our emperor, but the king? Oh, he's not coming. Well, probably best for him not to come, given what my plan is. Oh, no, he's coming. So maybe we'll do a cheeky little murder of the King of England. Eh? Why not? Huh? Is he doing something else? King of Bohemia. No, that's not King of England. What are you doing? He is showing up. Oh, it's probably because I already tried murdering him. Okay, let's just... If you're really going to siege out this stuff... Oh, okay, this guy... I know he's lustful, but I have a duty. I'm betrothed. Why aren't we marrying? Oh, it's my grand wedding? Oh my god, it is my grand wedding. Look at that. That's interesting. If we're gonna siege out this stuff, let's siege out everything. Oh, it sounds like I'm stressed. I am, but this is gonna be really awesome if I manage to make this work out. I really want this to succeed. And let's get you stationed and let's raise you up so you can support our defense of Pontus. It would be nice if the Holy Roman Empire decided to ally. Oh, my brother got the bloody flux. We're closer than ever, the Emperor and me. Are you going to elect me? Because you are my friend. Follow that duck. Wild duck chase. Yeah. This guy needs to request excommunication. That would be the best way to do it, but we killed the beast. Nice. But he has a positive opinion of him. It's good that my brother didn't die. It's very epic. What's not epic is the fact that we are leaving our ally to fend off against these guys alone. Let's get the guy in the court. We can start a legend. Legendary Watchtower. I get a pressed claim. Yeah, we already have a pressed claim. Yeah, so there's no point doing a legend, really. Well, we actually do need to do a legend because we need to be able to reintegrate something right away. The Archduchy Kingdom into my realm. Does that mean I have to wait until to be an emperor to start the legend? Because it just it changes which emperor, I don't know what to do. I'm stressed out, man. She's just a cat. This is the theme of Thessalonica also doing an invasion, or just an ally. They're defending that. They're doing well on that. Are you sure I can't? Okay, fine. I won't try to murder my uncle. I just wish that my friend, the uncle, saw the merit of doing so. Yeah, thank you for the gift. Very much needed in our trying times. It's only the lowly Archduke in a realm full of kingdoms in the Austrian Empire. Yeah, I know it's only Austria and some nice vassalages over here, but we lost everything, man. It's rough. I'm like sad. I'm like mourning. But this guy needs to die, and we need to get the right prestige level before we try to even get elected. And if we get discovered, then I don't know. It could be pretty awful for us. We'll have to see how it goes. But if we can push our claim to the Empire of France, that would be something magical. I'll tell you that. Okay, so we're back on track with all this stuff.
let's fall in love with our wife here. Oh, the despotet is feudal. Oh, look. Oh. Despota. Interesting. Our mother-in-law. We're getting into beef with her. That's fun. Yeah, if we manage to defend this war, that's going to be really good for us. I do. Yeah. Could you imagine if I said no? Oh my god. I almost did. I was moused over it, you guys. I want to be seen with the great. Okay, why are you running? Why are you running? It's because you are losing a battle. Like a friendship with the Pope. Or a friendship with the Kingdom of Frisia. Is the King of Frisia an elector? If the King of Frisia is elector, then I should be... No, but the Pope is, so we want to be friends with the Pope. Being friends with the Pope would be so good. Kaiser Raymond, best friend, yes. Can I, now that I have a hook on him, wouldn't I be able to force a vote? Swear out with a true friendship, but we already are best friends. Is it? I guess I can't change his vote away from... Can I change someone else's vote? No point trying to sway somebody who has 100 opinion of me. Queen of Bavaria, interesting. Oh no, shit. Oh, are we gonna win this still? Look at that. Emperor Thomas. Callistus, we want the Pope to be our friend. Emperor Thomas or Margaret, Queen of Italy. Let's do that. Okay, so we might be losing this war battle here, and we're going to try to back out of this. Oh, we're already pregnant. Wow. That's fast. But we got a lot of we got a lot of prestige or whatever, war score for this. So there we go. Wife is flattered. Thank you all for coming. We got a grand wedding in the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. Very good for all this stuff. But we aren't being elected the Emperor because everyone's voting for my uncle. And I don't want that to be the case. I would much rather this guy not live. But we're running out of time. And I need to get to August and then I need to get to this and really spec out for intrigue if I'm going to do this. And if not, then we'll just have to deal with the Holy Roman Empire being weak and fragmented. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, how about you join me? The amount of income that we have is really offsetting all the negative things. We should probably start this event, though. We want to legitimize ourselves and get our everybody liking us more instead of someone else. That someone else being, you know who. Events. We need to host an event. Host a grand tournament. In Vienna, let's get melee, archery, recital, joust, and a board game, and get the best prizes and the best things. But we're still traveling, so we can't do that yet, so we'll have to wait. But we can get a big grand tournament going on and all that good stuff, so let's do it. We're missing a city here, so I want to take care of this. Why are you doing this war? So they're expanding into the Kingdom of Castile. That's something, I'll tell you that. The forced vote interaction is screen everyone voting. Thank you. That's invaluable information. Forced vote. He's a stronghold best friend. Oh, we're rank 1. Wait, really? Still not? How? How many points is this guy having? 1, 2, how many points is this? 3, 7. The Pope is giving me 7. 7, 2, 3, 4, 3 versus 2, 1, 1, 3. The math isn't mathing. How is he still the heir to the Holy Roman Empire? Can somebody explain that to me? My daughter and heir. Ashedra? Ash, etc. That's a cool name. I like that. Yeah, so give me a wand to just save the campaign, really, if you think about it. But for some reason, he's still the heir in line for the Holy Roman Empire. Why? I don't understand. Also, aren't we supposed to be sieging out this place? Or is it this fortification that we're missing? There we go. Level of flame impact. Let's do that. Thank you, Duke Wernhard. Remember all these ambitions we had of like conquering Sicily, conquering the Danes, execute. We want dread because that gives us extra prestige. And we got 480 prestige for that fight, so that's really good for us. And the Eastern Roman Emperor is weaker and is facing revolts and stuff, so that's really good for us. But we want to be the elected. We're rank 2. We have 9. My voting strength is 3. He's rank 1 with 13. Okay, why is it 13? The Pope is voting for him? No, the Pope's voting for me. Do I need to, like, hold on. I want to save the game and load it because I think that this is a bug. And I think that the election will recalculate once I do this. And reminder, the reason why it shows that there's no achievements is because we deliberately switched to be the Archduke of Austria. So it's not any weird finagling going on. It's just the way it is. Well, now what? Are we next in line? Nope. Oh yes, now we are. See, look, now it actually updated properly. So now if our best friend dies, then we'll be the next emperor. Can we even plot to murder our? Yeah, we can't even plot to murder our best friend. Makes sense, I guess. I wish I was bordering this because Alsace technically isn't. Well, we are actually with Istria, so I don't know why we can't declare war on this. Our armies are raised? Well, then don't mind if I do. Seize peripheral duchy. No, it's not that worth it. Pay ransom? Yeah, sure. Yeah, so thanks. Thank you, Connor. Opinion on the second. I haven't seen it too much, but it seems to be pretty interesting, to be honest. We can seize a peripheral duchy of Dicarion because of my realm. But I have a strong hook on my liege because we are best friends, so I don't understand why that is a thing, unless was used up with the whole. Here, we're going on a big adventure. We're getting a bunch of extra education traits and stuff. We should probably even be going to we should probably go to a university and then even switch out away from Majesty, and then we can get a bunch of Patriarch stuff or something. It'd be nice if we could inherit Pontus somehow. The succession is not particularly great, so we'll have to try to like press it instead. Which could be good. Could be nice to have Pontus in the Holy Roman Empire. There's not enough time. Can I press this? Can I invade the French anyway? Because that could be fun. You're LARPing the Mazandan? What's the Mazandan movement? I'm not too familiar with that. I think I know what it is, but I don't think I don't think it's... I don't think that I'm right in whatever I think it is, if that makes sense. The West Slavians are the Portuguese.
And we're gonna be directly bordering the Portuguese and the Holy Roman Empire. We could have had all of Western Europe, you guys. And then they just died on a march. In the future, there's gonna be what if alternate histories. What if that guy didn't die? But this is where we are. Yeah, let's buff out our legend as much as we can. Besieger, yes, and tactician, yes. Oh, come on. Ugh. That would have been really good if we got that. Nice. It's really nice to get that book from our friend there. We'll get the stress loss. We don't need to worry about it. We really need the prestige, though. Just he just hears about that and he goes like, "Oh, the saucy tea. That's funny." Now I shall depart. There we go. Excellent. And then we can go to a Dignitas, yeah, extra diplomacy. Now that we're done traveling, we could press it. Wait, why not? Because we need a hook. I do not have an available hook. So this guy just needs to die. I don't. Even if I don't get to do the epic thing of conquering France, it's not that big of a deal. Don't have to have it be that way in order for us to be in an interesting situation, so we don't need to worry about it too much. Pedagogy, I don't think that we're even going to be able to be playing our kids. We're just going to play as this character. This is our last character. It's crazy to think about that, but it's true. We got vendor and traveler, so we don't need to worry about traveler that much anymore, besides the learning experience. Zoroastrian, Jesus Christ, what? That's crazy, man. Wish you luck, I suppose, but yeah, that's really crazy. Child university, no, I want to go to university. The university that's in our capital, too, why not? Scientology, but Zoroastrian. That's crazy. We want to get the next trade up because we could get a lot of benefit from that. But where do we get a lot of benefit? Because we just need to like just hope that this guy dies. Really, there's nothing else that we can do. Let's try to get that desert territory back. Yeah, let's get the stress up. We're not becoming historian. Like, we really are just, like, praying that this guy dies. There's nothing else that we can do. It's outrageous. Friendship with Dietmar. Oh, I don't know. Lose fame? Yeah, that's unfortunate I had to lose the fame there, but we can't die either. Son and heir, that's pretty good. Connor, there we go. Congratulations, Connor. We're not going to stress ourselves too much. We don't have the ability to stress ourselves that much. I really hope that we get these higher chances. Oh no. Massively or rivalries?
guess it's only rivalries. Oh, yes. We got Virtuoso Arbitrator, which gives us military experience. That's interesting. I didn't expect that. August. Thoughtful Ducal Conquest. Befriend. Each friend adds this. Close family. No, we'll just do fellow vassal. That's important. Okay. Look at how big the Holy Roman Empire is now. This is insane. I don't even want to know. I guess I actually really do want to know what it looks like. Petition the Kaiser. I want you to... I have nothing to ask for. Pay homage. Yes. Pay homage. Can we... Is the Kingdom of Burgundy something? It literally exists only in a little duchy, but they still have it, so we can't do anything about it. Interesting read. Yeah, I'll check it out. I could press my claim on the Francia and then the HRA, but I probably wouldn't win. Yeah, technically I could even make a faction to push myself into the leader of the Holy Roman Empire, but it's because we're friends that we can't do that. Okay, well, I guess it's only because we're friends that he's even electing me. The Salernian claim on the... okay. That's pretty good. This guy's fighting the Holy Roman Emperor. That's pretty good. We can't even scheme to murder this guy, right? He's a strong hook on me. Yeah, so we're just waiting. I guess there's nothing else to do. But we could still control the Empire of France and then be elected the Holy Roman Emperor. I think that's possible. And even if it isn't, wouldn't it be a really interesting scenario to be the ruler of France that doesn't want to be the ruler of France? Like this entire time we've been trying to destroy France, so then we become France. I think that's a really interesting dynamic. So we're going to focus on that, I think. But speaking of focusing on that, we need to lose stress. We're going to have a severe mental break if we don't do something soon. A severe penalty as well. Yeah, the Kaiser. Yeah, let's go home. Can we join this war? We get prestige if we did, and it's like helping out our friends, so we should do that, shouldn't we? Offer to join war. He's not the war leader. Okay, who is the war leader? The Duchy of Salerno. So it's just expanding the Kingdom of Sicily. That's interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this like Bulgario-centric Eastern Roman Empire has to deal with all these different successor states. Armeno Greeks, Eastern Roman... Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. Armeno Greeks, you guys. I love that. So we actually have like some really powerful Armenians too, because they are Eastern Roman... What? Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, let's get a friend in the Duke of Valencia. Use your wits or die. Oh, wow. Okay. Come on. It's not good. Isolate capital into seclusion. We'll see, we'll see. I want to invade the French. Can I do it? Who are my allies? But I can't do it because I need a claim. I need to fabricate a hook. But I just went into Marshall, so I can't do that. I'm making big errors here. Feast? Yeah, let's get a feast going on. Let's host a bunch of things. Let's invite the Emperor. Can we not? Is he busy? I guess he's busy with the war. Is there like a faction to reduce his... We can't join anything. We're just his best friend. I guess it does make sense that he would be the ruler. We'll just have to see how that goes. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the E4 conversion turns out.
I really want to see if we can make this Kingdom of Egypt be eligible for the Crusader things. Termo 9, you're still ruling in Egypt, man. You have a very low level of fame for some reason. But Theatmar of Athens is still there. Sicily grows, Eastern Roman Empire shrinks. Oh, how are my favorite the Merkabahs? They've died out. That sucks. West Slavia still exists. Marshall perk. Yeah, let's just get some extra stuff from our wife here. Yeah, we need as much stress level as possible here. With that. Nice. The diplomacy is insane. I don't know if I've had this good of a Vespo to roll. What? Oh my god, you guys. What? What is this? I don't want this. Come on. You can't make this up. There's Germans and all the way up here. Why? Like I was like excited because I thought it was a Pomeranian hybridization. That would make sense. Nope, not that. We only have 13 years. We don't have a claim on my brother, and I can't do anything. We're just watching this. There's nothing to do really. Our hands are tied because of the level of things here, and we were friends, and we can't break off the friendship. Anybody have any ideas on what we can do here? Like we're just kind of screwed here. We could like switch characters and have him not unalive, but it seems kind of gamey. Void is a long member of the streams here, so we'll do that. Petition the Kaiser. Could you maybe just not? I wish that I could get a hook on him. Wait, what am I thinking? I can just find secrets. If I get a hook on that, then we'll be golden. You know, with all these French people, we could form a hybrid culture with the French. We have French vassals. And we're not being vassals or whatever. We're not being unfaithful to our wife. Even if we are lustful, I think that this character has a certain level of dignity with what he wants to do. Okay, yes, we'll join your feast. Can we murder you while we're there? This is the most gamey thing I've ever done in my life. But if we do it, then we have an epic campaign. I don't think I'll ever have such an amazing campaign ever in my game of Crusader Kings. Maybe not. I hope not. I hope that I have something more exciting, but who knows? Let's just prepare our troops for a potential very, very long, drawn-out war. Get another level of bombards? No, let's do armored horsemen. Offer courtier. Thank you. Yes. Benoit. The Arpitan. Interesting. Such a beautiful Holy Roman Empire, though. And Norway is paying us tribute. King Gerberhard has a lover. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Could use that. Nobles noted, yep. Okay, well, everyone cross your fingers that we can do the true psychopath thing and murder our best friend. The borders look so good with France and Croatia, yeah. And then the best thing about it is that I'm not going to be, I'll be, if I become the emperor in the Holy Roman Empire in EU4, I'm going to keep it decentralized. Because while it could go crazy, I think it'll be, hold on. Go close. Yeah, we want friends. We already have a Shetara. Give me a wand, yeah. Give me a wand. Okay, oh. Oof. No, 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 no. Shit. Come on. That was such a... We were so close. That was like our one chance. Ugh. No, still don't have a... That was so close. Okay. 12 years left. We have a hook we can use. Okay, so that means that we're invading the French. We only have 2 allies. The Kingdom of Pontus and this. We have people we can marry, and we don't need to worry about the strategic issues with this. We can marry West Slavia. We can marry Bavaria. We can marry Sicily. And our son and heir, let's make a good one. Sardinia and Corsica, Frisia. Frisia kind of makes sense, but they're too old. Angria, no, not big enough. Desperate of Rome, but they're 45. Languedoc, yeah, well, we'll just save. We need a bunch of alliances. The Bavarians, the Sicilians, and the West Slavians. Declare war. Our claim for the Empire of France. So even if we... Because look at this. We're going to have all this land too. So it's going to be a really weird Empire of France. We could even de jure claim all this war if we really want to, and then we have a very interesting dynamic between the Holy Roman Empire, which is this. Even if we become a foreign ruler, we might still be able to become the Holy Roman Emperor, and even if we can't, we can press our claim, and if we press our claim, we're going to have a very interesting game on our hands. So we're going to do our best to win this battle here. We're going to call all of our allies, despite the prestige loss. We're going to make a empire worth telling a story about. I would have never had guessed that this is where we would be ending up in our campaign here. Well, I don't know if we should have given that away. That's our only weapon. We have like a suit of armor from the... Oh, okay. Surely this can win us. We're traveling? Where are we? Where are we? All the way here still? Oh, whatever. It would have been a really good war to fight.
okay. We got a level of fame from that. That's pretty good. Illustrious. It'd be nice if we could claim the emperor here. Claim of France. Oh my god, are you serious? Ah. Look at how disgusting this is. What is going on? Oh, don't look, everyone. This is disgusting. Oh, the horror. Hi, Void. We're the Emperor of France. We have a strong hook, so we can't declare war. Can't even do it that way. Glory to the Kaiser. Oh, man. This is quite the turn for our campaign here. We could form a hybrid culture with the French. Should we make them German? Maybe. But, man. What the hell is that? Yeah, it's because I own the Archduchy of Austria, which is only these border territories. These little things. These are all little acquisitions I had in the Holy Roman Empire. Now I'm the Emperor of France. I know, it's just so crazy. Oh. You know what'd be awesome is if the Emperor of France was... Where are you going? You at a feast over here? Why didn't I go to that feast? I need to like be trailing this guy. Almost 1% died there. That would have been a travesty. So a lot of people hate me. Fair enough. Let's get this Wolf of Normandy on our side. Let's get this Wolf of Aquitaine on our side. I think these both are Hapsburg. Oh, they used to be anyway. Making them German would be crazy. Yeah, I think I don't know. This is gonna. I don't think I'll ever survive the Kaiserbu accusations if I seriously do that. But maybe we will, just to see what happens. Do I really want to do this though? I don't think that'll. Maybe I should just for the roleplay. Emperor of France being in. Oh, that's insane, you guys. The only reason why I'm being elected is because of my friendship with the Emperor. Challenge for artifacts. I think if I do the conversion, I'll do some sort of like cheat just to make it so the Emperor dies so it's all consolidated, but I would like to get this sorted. Germanic Gaul, yeah, that's interesting. Can I declare war on Venice? I could. But for what is the question. A Romanian, that's what they're Vlach. That would have been cool if they were Greek. Armeno-Greek is so cool though. I'm glad that Hayastan is starting to get more powerful. Nope, nobody I can take advantage of. Drunkard, obese. Can we synergize our friendship or something? We're best friends, aren't we? Let's see how it goes. I might be able to vassalize them, and that could be interesting, but we'll see. The Salernian theme. Okay, so they're continuously expanding. That's pretty good. Can you increase the quality? What happens to this now? He's back at home, so if we host an event, he might show up. And we'll just try to do another murder that way.
Maybe I'll do a hunt. Or I'll do another feast if I can, so I can get Eager Reveler. Offer vassalization acceptance. Interesting. No, he won't accept though. Highest stands Armenia. Yeah, I know. It was a Greek that reformed it, so it actually has their name. It's not just a splinter of the Eastern Roman Empire, even though it is. Sicily is popping off, though, you guys. Look at that. We're back home, but we already have the everything that we need from this. We're not so young anymore. We're 30. We need to get this guy dead. Feast. Host a feast in our capital. Honorary guest, the Emperor of... Why can't? Why not? Huh? Why can't we? Because you're in a war? We'll have to wait. What? So the war just ended and you're fighting another war? Against my vassal? Yeah, my vassal here. Why is it my vassal? It's because de jure French. Interesting. We want a military prowess if we're going to be conquering this thing, but we can't because we're best friends. Feline interrupter. I love Austria, France. I will not be threatened by my new French vassals. This is, and then we're going to consolidate that realm. I'll tell you that, and then yeah, maybe we'll culture convert. All right. It'd be nice if we had that thing that helps us fight wars against our rebellions. They have a lot of troops, but we have a lot of allies. There's a lot of allies in the Roman Empire, so yeah, this whole Hapsburg situation is quite interesting. It might make sense for us to go administrative. I'm really excited for this. I love Austria too. Yeah, goals in EU4. I don't really have any besides decentralizing the Holy Roman Empire and allowing the world to manifest. I want to make sure that the lore of it makes sense too. I don't want it to just be bullshit. It would be a good fight, but I want to wait for all my allies to show up. Okay, why do we have a mutual enemy? It's because it's my vassal, right? Got it. It'd be nice if I could catch the Emperor out, but he's just chilling out at home. Do we want, yeah, we should get some mercenaries. I never hire mercenaries, but we have a lot of money to spend. Nothing to use it on, so. And all these, look at all these. Look at all this. I'm going on a spree here. 10,000 extra troops. Montagree. Former seat of the Empire. I know I said I'd wait, but this is going to be a good battle, I think. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's a slaughter. Oh my goodness. The Landsknechts. Yeah, widely known, yeah, for our epic victory in this battle. 4,000 fame from that battle. Now, we are a force to be reckoned with now. I can't believe we're the emperors of France. This is so crazy. This is like the most antithetical thing you could ever think of in an alternate history is Austrian France. But here we are. We used a hook to just to like get out of even being his vassal. We're getting out of here because they're, oh shit. Ugh. No, we gotta back out of this. Come on. No. Oh, did we get it? Oh, it's just only one county. Ugh. It's not nearly as worth it as I thought. Okay, the West Slavians. We gotta kick their ass here. There we go. Yeah, 10,000 troops. Yeah, there's no chance. Or not. What the hell do you mean? Can we fight peace this? Ugh. This is a tough fight. A lot worse than I thought. We gotta get our defensive battles here. No, come on. We're a forest fighter and we're fighting the forest. We're defending the forest. If this guy backs us up, we might be able to beat this.
Where are all the other troops? They're down here. They're going up. Let's retreat back over this way. We need a lot more of these. We're gonna hire every mercenary that we can. Such an eventful stream. We bankrupt our entire nation just getting enough. Yeah, we're gonna become immortal. We're not gonna have a new. What do you mean? No, that's not acceptable. I didn't retreat there. Come on, man. Can I? Look, we're gonna marry our son to the emperor. It's not an alliance. Who else can we become? Who else can we make as our allies? West Slavia already have that. West Frank, it's not really that important. It's Kingdom, Grand Emirate of Africa. Let's get the Africans. Batur, Sicily, and Norman. Oh, a crusade for Jerusalem. Come on, the Pope's calling for a crusade, you guys. We gotta stop fighting, or else we're gonna leave Christianity divided and stuff. The most convincing argument. What? Another one? I would love to, but I'm in the middle. Oh my God, what is this? We have another Eastern Roman crusade? No way. And we're the leader of it. So we can push our entire... We can make ourselves the emperor. We can become the Latin emperor, you guys. Oh, what's going on here? Excommunication? Okay, thankfully it's not me. If I had to pick, who would it be? Our sister, sure. They're really kicking our ass, and like we could regenerate all these troops, and they still would have more than us. They still have more prowess than us, or something. Like, what is this? Just gonna abandon that. Man, so much all these allies. Like, what is this? Can we at least siege something down? Do you have more troops that we can raise? Not that many. Can we get a white piece? Can this guy just die? Please? It'd be so awesome if I could just die. We somehow break up with our friend. Where are all of our allies? Is what I'm wondering. Can we white peace this soon? No. Serve the crown. Hard rule. Not the hard rule trait. They desperately. Army is starving? Let's just try to replenish. Still no? I have to wait over here, I guess? I think never resupplied my troops. I never had to worry about this mechanic before. These are the siegers, so if we can unsiege some stuff, we might have some extra things going on for us.
never been so engaged in a game of Crusader Kings. Still no. We should, like, for roleplay reasons, like, we're about to do a crusade. This is our last crusade. Just siege these guys out as much as we can, I suppose. I declared the war against the Basileus, but I can't even do it because I'm busy fighting a Liberty War. We really need to finish up the sieges. Philibert, yeah. No, I'm not fighting you for the whatever it is. Don't care. White peace. There. We need to do that, and we need to go over to the Eastern Roman Empire. We're going to siege out their capital. They don't even control the Latin Empire, the Constantinople. If I had like EU4, I was like really good at modding EU4, I would like definitely make sure that I had this really interesting event with all the stuff. I could say that you should make, I can tell the converter to convert Francia and the Holy Roman Empire. So we just have two wacky zany things. Oh my god. Okay, the mercenaries are going to disband is what I'm gathering from that. We don't even need to worry about this. These guys are so weak. We can just take it out and then we'll be done. But the question is, do I become the emperor of the Latin Empire? That could be pretty interesting. But then all of, like, Austria is going to someone else. I don't know if I want to do that. But who am I going to put in charge of the Latin Empire? We're just going to despoil the shit out of Byzantium twice. I can't believe it. Like, we got it again. I never heard of it happening twice. Never heard of it happening twice. Maybe we'll just give it to another character. It doesn't have to be us. But here we go. I could get Prosebatos, so then it's just this person's claim, but then no. I shall rule Latin and Greek alike. I get the Despotate of Bulgaria, or the Venetians get it, or my kinsman Walram, a Franconian, or Galantu, or cousin Dark Sands. Maybe we'll do Dark Sands. Abenar? I've heard a lot of good things about it. I can't say I've played it. If I become the emperor, then Dark Sands von Hapsburg will be granted all of Francia. I will still be elected the Holy Roman Emperor, but I won't be the Emperor of France. It shouldn't be me. It'll be Dark Sands. We're not going to dismantle. We're going to pledge the support of the army of St. George and just do an immediate 180. Why are we doing Crusade for... I don't know. So another warlord period here. The Sicilians are about to control Constantinople. The Nicaeans might be the next best bet to get the Greeks again. We don't have a beneficiary. We can change that. Thank you. Wish I could have redirected it. I guess I should have, but I thought that Jerusalem wasn't controlled by the Christians, but it is because of our... Termo 9, you're still living. You're still alive. You're attacking the Empire in an artifact claim war. Interesting. You're losing that. This is not you who declared it, just like one of your friends. But we want to land in the Jerusalem land so that we can get the trait. There we go, Soldier of the Cross. What a character. Okay. Am I defending? Am I attacking? Who am I allied with? What did I just agree to? But it's something up here, isn't it? Yeah, so the Sicilians are about to conquer Constantinople. That's insane. And it's not a Hapsburg, but that's fine. The Catholics are hashtag winning. We have 6 years left. Isn't Abenar based off of some guy's Dungeons and Dragons scenario? So there's a bunch of fantasy elements. I think that's pretty cool. I've always been like slightly interested in Dungeons and Dragons, but I've never gotten into it. I wish I could just declare war. As soon as this guy finishes his thing, I'll upgrade my legend. I can get it now, and what does it do? I got another pressed claim of the Holy Roman Empire. I got legendary watchtower. I'll just do it like that. There we go. Any interesting claims? No, it doesn't seem like it. Just from our other dynasty stuff, I suppose. Hello, Jevons. How are you? And start another legends? No. Clear grounds to legendary building. Jesus, some of the, yeah. Watchtower. Where? Brixen, Freistadt, or Monten? Let's do Freistadt. There we go, and we'll build it in Freistadt as well. The legendary watchtower is probably one of the most powerful things because of all the stuff it gives. Connor. Yes, we want to abstain from drink. We'll go with learning, I guess. Wait, you're still fighting that war. What are you doing? Are you joining that? No, you're just chilling at home. Okay, well, we have 5 years left. 5 years left. And then I'm gonna see how the EU4 converter handles it, and we can look at it together. Could be pretty fun. Or maybe we could even like play on, even though it'll start. Oh, another war right away, really, against the tyranny. Okay, so that shouldn't take long, and after that we'll do it. Now that I'm a emperor, don't I have another slot for a? Yeah, we do. A cameler? Really? You want me to cameler? Okay. What about a marauder and a huntress? Yeah, there you go. Create that. Force that. We're trying to promote cultural acceptance here with the Bourbonese. So how are we feeling about a hybrid culture with swapping in Burgundy? Oh no, my brother died of typhus. And Agadag has a claim. This guy, he probably was even trying to murder my brother, I swear. Well, we're not gonna let them stand for that. We own Aachen, the supposed holy site of the place that was supposed to be the emperor's ship. I don't know, man. We aren't gonna release armies because we want to host an event as soon as this war's done. What do you mean? Imperial Salernian seizure, the Imperial Republic of Aegean Islands. Oh my god, this is insane. Habsburgs in the Latin Empire doesn't even control Constantinople. Sicily is the most powerful realm in here right now. They're an epic warlord too. That makes sense, I guess. Sicily might be fun to play. But let's just take out Brandenburg. Hybrid culture. Hybrid culture would spawn Austria instead of France. It might. We need to revoke these territories.
But I can imprison some people, but it won't be, it wouldn't, in some cases, it wouldn't even be appropriate for me to. Like, I do have revoke, because he revolted against me. Oh my god, wouldn't it be poetic to be in Aargau once again? Super poetic. We'll have to, like, move our capital even away from Vienna, which is weird, but it kind of makes sense if we're doing it this way. Okay, let's get this done. And this branch of the dynasty once and for all. Well, not the branch of the dynasty, but this dynasty. 4 years left. I don't know, man. Come on. There we go. So we have our niece in charge. She'll be able to revoke all those titles. Pomerania. 17 months. It's so close, and it'll be a part of the Holy Roman Empire. That's great. But we need to start considering revoking some territories. I know 1440. We're really close. Don't know what I'm gonna do about that really. So these people are Bourbonese, which means that, and this is the thing that we could have a hybrid culture with if we get enough. This would maybe look the best, but I don't know. It would be nice if we controlled this, but they actually like us, so we can try to get a claim on this, especially because it's like, oh, but we weren't able to use the man. Is there a German culture in Berlin and Brandenburg? Yes, I think so. Commission legend. Yeah, we want to do that. Consolidate the kingdom. Like, it'll probably just make Austria de jure French, which I don't want. Which is, like, super, super weird. My son Void is likely to receive a good education. That's nice. It would be cool to do a hyperculture, but we still need to even get the acceptance. We don't even have that yet. We'll barely be able to do it. I think that, like, we're gonna, as soon as the empire gets inherited, maybe then we'll convert the save. Hi there, medic. How are you? I'm gonna call this after Jevons. 1583. There you go. The Latin Empire exists again. I can't believe it. They're Tyrolean too. Cousin Oxbridge of Italy. Yeah, look at that. And look, the Hapsburgs are in Portugal now, and they're gonna become the West Slavians, which is insane. And the West Slavic de jure war too, huh? Interesting. Can't believe there's Vespo-Tyroleans. It's insane. I cannot believe that. And we might just wait until this guy dies, and then it's all into the Holy Roman Empire, and it's everything's hunky-dory. And we'll just do it like that, maybe. It seems like a good way to end it, and the mechanics that we just used to set up this thing cannot be easily converted to EU4. It'll be a nice thing to look at the map and be like, oh, beautiful, look how pretty the Holy Roman Empire is, and then it'll be done. And then we'll do a conversion. Thank you for the courtiers. Hope you're not planting assassins or anything like that. Before you, can we get a religious... Yeah. I'll even do it at 1444 so that you all can see it. Irregardless of what happens with the Holy Roman Empire here. Okay, wait.
So this ended, so we can host a feast. In fact, it might even be... Isn't it easier to murder someone if it's a hunt? But, can't invite the emperor. What if it was a, feast? He's a drunkard, so you might want to go to that. Okay. What about, like, just my friends? Wait. I could, like, invite him to the event. We'll just invite everyone. Maybe I'll even save this to make sure I don't mess it up. And I might even like save scum just to get the murder so that we can have it all done. It would have been nice to do Iberian Foothold too, but we wouldn't have the time for that. Isn't there an invite to activity? I'll just let it be. Oh well. Oh, he is. Oh, he is. Where are you going? What the hell are you doing? Oh, he's doing a grand tour. And a dynasty? Yeah, I'll show everything. And I'll show it at 1444, and I'll show it at the end of the thing too. And I'll take 2 different saves, and we'll see how the conversion works. Look at this Aigeron. Wow. Ethiopian. That's interesting. Very intriguing. Yeah, let's just let them ransom. There we go. Nice to have an alliance there. Bulgaro-Greek, Eastern Roman. Yeah, wow. The Greek culture is going to be so powerful. Dalmatian, Bulgarian, Romanian isn't, but we could even maybe edit that out. Armenians also are Greek, so like there's a lot of different people that could become the Byzantine emperors here. We could press our claims for Africa. It's even a weak claim, and we could get everything, but I don't know if I really want to do that. I kind of like the way it is right now. Bari, Sardinian, and Butur. That's really cool. I love that. And the Butur Sicilia Norman has spread. What? I don't know if I want to do that, because then I will become the emperor. But that's still really interesting. Egypt, Lambert, unfortunately, oh wow, it even passed through the cousin here, so that is done. Yeah, there we go. Not eventful. Just 2 years left. Yes, all of Valois will be mine, actually. That'd be great. Thanks. Revoke title. Duchy of Valois. Stop the villain behind this. So terrible. There we go. Now we control Paris and all of this stuff. And we're going to move our capital over there, and we're going to make a hybrid culture with Normans.
Yeah, we can do Normans. We can't do Bourbons. We can do French. Paris. The new capital of the Austrian Empire. It's so cursed. I can't even believe I'm saying it. And then, yes, unfortunately, even though Tyrol has been our like seat of power for ages, we'll have to give away the Duchy of Tyrol. Then we're going to give away the baronies. It's only these things, right? So then, what do we got here? Just direct. Oh, that's a lot, isn't it? Let's give this to our friend. That's what else do we have here? Why is it? Why is the game suddenly running so silky, buttery smooth? That's insane. Why do I have all this land? Like, okay, it's because they owned it, I guess. Got being launched. Just Paris, yeah, just Paris. Amiens. We'll just let these go to other people. Marley, yeah, local Norman. That'll improve the things there. Kimek cultures in Perislav is weird. Yeah, it is a little weird, isn't it? And then we'll give Melun away, and then we'll wait, and then we can make it our county capital. Raymond, I can see this is truly heartfelt. Paris is new capital. Okay. Never thought that this would happen, but here we are. Now we can make a hybrid culture with Norman. Does that make sense, you guys? Norman? Or should it be French? Problem is that I don't think it would even convert anything. Bourbonese, we might do Bourbonese because it's actually territory that we own, even land directly in. It would impact all of our vassals here too. And then we'll see how that goes. And then... yeah, oh, thank you for the artifact. But, oh, can't go to this? Oh. He's still doing Grand Tour, look at that. If only he has like a really unfortunate event happen to him on his trip, that'd be really easy on us. Oh my god, they control Armenia. I mean, Albania. Oh my god. Sicily being independent, Hapsburg, and taking names is really cool. Hunfred? Yeah, sure, why not? There's a bunch of kids. It doesn't really matter anymore, does it? Might even like reload the game in whatever mode, just to debug mode, just to kill the characters so that we can get the conversion that we want. Yeah, there we go. We got a marriage with the West Slavian emperor, who's not the Portuguese emperor. If only Spender died, that would be great. Maybe that's what we'll do. Gallant, there. Let's do Bell and Justin, I guess, and then do this, and then do this. What? Why 30 from Domain? Like what? From Domain? That's insane. Is it because of like the Passel? Come on, very good. Roommate is Albanian, and he insisted that we set 4 Albanian flags in our dorm. That's funny. Insisted in quotes is probably the best part about that. Wait, what are we doing? Imperial province. Oh my god. The Latin Empire should just be Sicily. Like, why not, right? Hapsburgs controlling 3 different empires at once is really cool. Good to be well again, yeah. We have 1 year left. 1 year left. We just get really lucky with this 50-year-old dying for just some unknown plant rash. Otherwise, we'll just have to... oh wow, we already sieged it. We already sieged it down. Or it was them.
Oh, shoot. Holy fire. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Alright, let's do the hybrid culture now, because we can do it with Bourbonese. City keepers? Well, that could be good. And there's a lot of historic... No, we're just doing this. The Bourbonese. Bourbonese Tyrol. Any ideas? We need an idea for a name like this. And yes, we're doing all Germans, because why not? Let's get rid of everything here and go at one at a time. Any ideas for a German culture of bourbon? Oh, wait. Burgundy? Burgundian system. Reverence, prevention, sense, chanton de geste. Industrious, city keepers, mountain homes, family business, and hereditary hierarchy. Continental European, both. Holy Roman Imperial German. Valet, Singuralism, all of our close family convert, all of our vassals will convert from hybrid culture. I should have named it something I didn't even read. But, where is it? Where's our culture? Bourbonese Tyrol. Where is it? It doesn't even exist. Well, so much for that. Oh well. Oh no. Please no. It's almost over, you guys. Back to normal, that's good. August, September, October. Oh wow, so attempted, yeah, okay. October, November, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Holy shit, we did it. Okay. So before we do anything cheeky, we're gonna be oh. Yeah, what? You're telling me that the king of Jerusalem conquered Egypt. What happened? This is insanity. What? Title history. Inherited. Installed by faction demand. How does this guy have a claim? It's because, oh my god, it's Termo 9's daughter. Whoa, that's crazy. Austria is highlighted in the map when I looked at culture. Okay, well, I'll take a look at this. Yeah, Bourbonese Tyrol. It's, well, yeah, oh, there you go. Like, that's just the way it is. I guess this is the way that the game plays it out. We could have maybe done something gamey of, like, converting our culture to capital and then making it Norman, but maybe I'll consider doing that. I don't know. But I like the way that it turned out. Let's take a look over here. So we're going to just quickly look at the religious map mode. So you can see some Cathars over here. That could be interesting. Northern Africa is Catholic, very extremely so. Just some little areas left here in Egypt. Catholicism is starting to spread in the Balkans, and the Eastern Orthodox temple is down here. We have some we have some Chinese here. Somehow, I don't know why. That's interesting. Culture map mode. We have, again, the craziest things. We have Vespo Tyrol. We have Tyrol in a bunch of different weird places. We have Pomeranian, Polish. I can't believe the Western Slavians have been the rulers of Poland forever, and they still haven't gotten enough acceptance. But they were able to get enough with the Vespians up here, of all things. 25 over here now. Like, what happened? Lucrian is interesting. Tertorba. Yeah, it's interesting that they're all the way over here. Ciscaucasian, diverged from Persian. So we have Iranians here. Somali, Balayan, Somali, Sonike. Don't know anything about that. Walato Mashikri, that's Arabic. Well, it'll be a lot easier to see the cultural makeup of everything when we're actually in the game. We have some Jewish in here. That's pretty cool. Again, the Welsh Saxons, and they integrated that perfectly. Vespo Norman, that's crazy. We had this really cool Merkaba show up, but there's like nobody who practices it anymore. We have Bedouin nomads in... What the... Are you serious? Bedouin nomads all the way here. That is crazy. The way that the nomads work is going to make for a very interesting Siberia. I'll tell you that. We have Mongols here, and the really most epic thing here is these Mongols here. There's Mongols in this area as well. So like the Mongols are going to go insane. I almost want to play Mongols and then just take over everything, because they might have the Mongol Empire mission tree. Catholics in Kazakhstan, yeah, Catholics up here, and they're these are the Bedouins too. So they're Bedouin Catholics, which is insane. Still got the Hapsburgs in India too. We got these Ethiopian conquerors controlling the holy sites, and they're Muslim. A lot of Muslims still in Africa, and here we have Catholics down here. Sao, Crusader. This guy is so badass. That could be a hard campaign. The Saos, and this is their entire culture group too. That's interesting. Latin Empire ruled by Tyrolean. Nowhere close to hybridizing with Greek, so no worries about that. We got there's like basically no Maturides. There's a little bit here. There's some Catholics here somehow. And then the culture map. We still have some Turkmen here. We have Armeno Greeks, Shirvani, which is just a diversion of Persian. Georgio-Greek, that's another Greco thing. So there's a lot of Greeks around. Tyrol, a little bit everywhere. Tyrol, Croatia, and a fun start in U4. I mean, really? I don't think so. It seems like an impossible task. This Sicilian king is really awesome. I almost feel tempted to give him the Latin Empire just to make things interesting. Look at this. We have the Hapsburgs, the Holy Roman Empire, Francia, Westphalia, Latin Empire, and almost Jerusalem. I wish that they were still Hapsburg, but that's the way it is. Anyone have anything else that they want me to look at in specific? Tanguts, interesting. So painful that you call Turkestan Central Asia the Papas Siberia. Sorry, I did actually mean it in the sense of the Siberia and the culture map, though, because I'm pretty sure these things will still show up in whoever ends up colonizing this area. So I did mean Siberia, but yes, it is including the steppe, the Tertobans, the Ciscaucasians, this Central Asia, Pontic steppe, and this Eastern steppe. I understand these are all not Siberia. Some highlights here are the cultures that the Sicilo-Normans are Frankish. So there's like, we almost had a German Italy, but we don't. So, and we have this. This is really interesting. Like a Northern Africa that really gets intertwined with the cultures here is really interesting to consider. No hybrid cultures in Iberia, despite us controlling it for a while, but that's just the way it is. Andalusia Baran, yes, that's interesting. Northeastern Iran, what's my family from? Somewhere family, that's cool. Walateo Mashiki, so you have some Arabics here, that's cool. Burma Bengali, okay. That's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing how it looks in EU4, which will probably be the better way to look at all this culture stuff. Houses. Von Hapsburg. Yep. Von Hapsburg. This is going to be a big problem for the EU4 conversion, is all these Von Hapsburgs. We could even break apart all the empires that aren't Fancy and the Holy Roman Empire, so West Slavia is also a problem, but wouldn't it be cool to have a big West Slavia in the East? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. There's a lot of things that we can do. I'll probably do a lot of finagling with the EU4 mod, and if I continue this, it would just be on Twitch, I think. So if you're interested in tuning into that, you should definitely subscribe to my Twitch channel. I don't have a partnership yet, but maybe I will after this stream. I think it'd be cool to find a way to get Portugal, West Slavia, or maybe just make West Slavia own Portugal as a personal union, but still force them to go exploration ideas. Are the Mongols still in Finland? That's a good question. Yes, there are Mongols in Finland. Direct Mongols in Finland. They're not Tengrid like they used to be, but yeah, there are Mongols in Finland. Excited for the conversion. Never done a CK3 to EU conversion. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm going to do it myself right now. I don't have the ability. Well, maybe I do. Hold on. Window capture? Is it window capture? Window capture. Window capture 5, sure. And then select window to capture. Converter front end. Okay. So I'm going to have this up and I'm going to... hold on. Don't worry about that. I have the mod thing. I'm gonna make it all working out right now. So I'm gonna change the save to be not the test conversion, but this 11 one. I'm going to Byzantium and Roman Empire. I'll just do HRE, and then for the sake of this EU4 thing, I want to see what happens if we shatter the empires. I don't know if I can make it so it's both the Holy Roman Empire and France, so that's why I'm going to continue playing the Crusader Kings game. Test before French Empire. I'm going to start that conversion so that we can take a look at it. But for now, I'm going to see if I can just melancholically do it through gameplay. Convert to local culture, indulge in drink. There's no just eliminate, so we're gonna have to do it the other way. We'll try just peacefully passing the time and not doing it the other way. But I have this game saved now, so I can start playing around. How many mods are you working on now? Oh, I don't even want to think about it. I'm really focusing on the whatchamacallit, what is it? Talons in Twilight. I'm really excited about Talons in Twilight and what everyone's been doing. Really cool. Oh, come on. What do you mean we're not elected the Holy Roman Empire anymore? I'm not one of the electors and cannot vote. This can be fixed. I can just I'm just gonna do the cheats to get it to work the way that we need to, because up until that point I was considered the person to be elected, so we're gonna do it that way. I'm gonna play Europa Universalis 4. I'm going to load the mod. So test before French. Yes, test before French. Yeah. So we have this mod enabled now. If you just press play, it'll work. I'm going to change the stream over to EU4. I'm going to close Crusader Kings and open it with debug mode. Why is Crusader Kings crashing? Guess it was just too much for it. Extra save to be sure. I'm going to close this. We're going to reopen it in debug mode and then do the edit that I need to. I'll even show it on stream, and that's the only thing that we're going to do, and we're going to see how it goes. But so this was with the settings that involve it. This is with the settings that involve, whatchamacallit, shattering the empires. Oh, goodbye, Void. See you around. I'll be sure to share a bunch of converter stuff on the Discord once I'm done. I have 5,000 hours in EU4. 5,318.2 hours in EU4. EU4 has taken up a large portion of my life. I'm just going to confirm CK3 cheats. How do I do it? You get debug window. Debug mode. Enabling debug mode. You enable it. Debug underscore mode. Yeah, so if I just do this, then it'll be done. So we're just loading up the EU4 mod that I just made with just the save that I made without doing the French Empire shenanigans. We need more hours. Pump those numbers up. I don't think that it's responsible to do, and besides, EU5 is coming out soon. All right, so while the EU4, the CK3 thing loads, we have this EU4 thing to look at. Let's look. Okay, so Austrian South Germany. Okay, so this is a junior partner of Austria. That's actually a pretty interesting setup. We might keep it this way. So France is a junior partner of Austria, which means that we have that way to integrate it. We can look at the development mode. You guys are seeing this, right? Yeah, you are. Okay. You guys are seeing it. Culture mode is insane, especially with the Vespa Tyroleans up here. Flemish, Dutch. It's interesting how little German, Saxon, Welsh there are here. Greek and Italian, Pontic, Armenian Greek. Yeah, the Greeks are going to have a really good game here. Berbers, Berturo Sicilo-Norman here. The Mongol culture group is going to be very big. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll just take a look at Austria right now. This could be a pretty interesting setup. Like, there's also worth noting that they even recommend removing the kingdoms in the Holy Roman Empire. Otherwise, the way that the Holy Roman Empire works is too unstable. So I want to quickly just look at the EU4 thing here. It's an interesting setup, but then there's just a big problem with the way that I hold on. I want to load X1444. So my computer's kind of going crazy because I'm running two games at once, and one's a debug, one's a streaming thing. It's freaking out. Oh my god, we have a Lapland thing all the way up here. What's the development of Vienna? That's 30 is pretty good, and then Bourbonese, yeah, interesting. Might undo that. We'll see. The Emperor of France does not like being under our rule. Fair enough. Brittany is independent. The Holy Roman Empire is big, but the number of there's not a lot of princes. The imperial authority is way less, and we probably wouldn't want it to be this way. So I'm going to switch back. We just saw all the cultures here, so I want to close this. I'm opening up Crusader Kings 3 again, so you can see what I'm doing here. I have debug mode on, so I can just... No, I don't want to do that to the Emperor of France. So look, it was September 11, 1444. We were just here, and we can just kill currently played character. He died of debug. He debug. You seeing this? Excellent. So now we can save this out. Death by debug, and then I can, using the converter, make a version that is just death by debug. Then in the options, I'm going to shatter the empires. No, we're going to keep the empires, but we're going to shatter the HRE down to duchies. That might screw with the way that everything works here, especially over in these areas. But if we're having this big of a Holy Roman Empire, I think a part of the fun is making it decentralized and all that. These are the de jure borders of it, by the way. And then we can even consolidate the kingdom. Maybe we can do Kingdom of France. So then, yeah, look at this. Really big. And then do we have Iberian foothold? No, but we can do no checks, right? There are bypass requirements there. And then to the strongest. Yeah, and then what? No, it just ends the struggle, I guess. So it doesn't really matter that much. But we'll just save an extra version. More fun. Was I setting up this conversion? No, I wasn't. We need to have death by debug. Okay, and then dynamic names. No. Okay, let's just convert this save to. We can maybe just observe for a bit to see what happens while this thing loads. It's not going to really matter. I'm just waiting for the EU4 thing to load. I love the capitals. Really? It was actually all the way up there? That's insane. How do mission trees and development transfer over? So depending on the way that you set the developer, the transitioner to work, hold on, I can show it here. So depending on the way that you go here, like you can, there's like this thing that prevents it from being really crazy, I think. Wait, no. How do we handle problems development? Use CK3 problems development set to EU4? No, that's not good, because then it doesn't inherit everything. Expand the sources of development. Maintain stable development spread, or use all CK3 provinces. If you use all CK3 provinces, then if you could have something where in like Tibet, if you look at the culture, the amount of density of the counties in Tibet is obscenely high compared to EU4. There's one time I played a game where I just made Tibet extremely high in development and then converted it to EU4, and I had 300 development in one province. It was insane. And I kind of want to do that for next time if I ever do another mega campaign. Like, or even if we do that one, what is it called again? Project Millennium again. I might even do it again. Okay, so Death by Debug is done. So now, while you guys are watching this, I'll load up the mod for Death by Debug, and we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'd show the stream of just the Death by Debug time lapse, but I might just put it up on my. Oh, it's actually late. I need to go to bed. I'm really excited to look at the way that the EU4 conversion handles it, though. But in order to not freak out my computer too much, I am going to close Crusader Kings now. So goodbye, sweet prince. Huntford the Bloody. Godspeed to you. I'll just do another really big just in case. Let's change over to EU4. Just still initializing. So not very promising. Did we even set it to Death by Debug? I think we did. We'll see, I guess. Loading the history files taking a while. It could be promising, actually. I swear that I'm looking at the EU4. There it is. Okay. For some reason, it was just taking some time to process. I'm just going to wait it here a little bit. There we go. What? Okay, that's way different. Austria is a junior partner of Francia. Francia is the ruler of the Holy Roman Emperor. Huh. Westphalia is really big. The Egyptian? What the heck? We wouldn't want this. That's for sure. Latin Empire existing is pretty cool. Sicilian Balkans is pretty cool. This is a clusterfuck and we love it. Portugal being a vassal. Yeah, okay, let's take a look here. Emperor of France. Culturally, this. Very, very interesting culture map mode with the French here. I like this like eternal blood feud situation that's going to be happening here. It's going to be magnificent. Hey, this is a Crusader Kings. 100 years for, yeah, we'll be victorious, all right. But we want the Austrian thing, so I don't know how we're going to handle this. I'm surprised. I told it to break Francia apart, but now we just have this situation where there's 115 princes, 12 free cities, and part of the empire subject to Francia, whose capital is not. And Brabant's all the way up here now. This is just a little duchy. This is going to be a little hard to figure out. I could probably even like take different things from different parts of the game and then figure it out from there and what I like. I don't like that Jerusalem doesn't control Egypt. So I'm going to tag, hold on. Debug mode. Okay, so tag KOJ. Inherit EGY. Integrate EGY. Okay, and now I want to go to tag Hap. Integrate France. Roger Hesse. Personal Union Monarch Death. Interesting. The mission tree, so you can reclaim Burgundy. Yeah, so you can see the everything is here really, and then we get permanent claims on the whole thing because it doesn't exist. It does pretty good in making sure that everything works out well, and then yeah, that's a lot of free cities, and then there are some Cathars, I think, or it's these Orthodox over here. And then, I don't know if you know about EU4, but you can decentralize. There's more electors, and there's tax income based off of electors. Well, so each elector gets a bunch of, that's cool. And the Reichskrieg, and then you can just expand it. Allows the emperor to create a cost belly on any nation not currently in the empire. Emperor and electors will be able to raise war taxes while at war with the enemies of the Holy Roman Empire. That's so cool. I really want to do that because then we have like a decentralized Europe, and then it just makes Victoria 2 way more interesting. So we'll definitely go that way. West Slavia being empire is really cool. Yeah, maybe while I have a shower I'll do this, but I'll have to end the stream. We can take a look at the rest of the world though. The Carolts owning all that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And then the Mandate of Heaven would be under threat with this. The Red Horde existing is one of the coolest things ever. The Altaic culture group, I really, hold on, I want to see what they do. Tag Z00. What is your mission tree? Nope, it's not the one I was hoping. I could make them Mongol related, and that could be interesting. Does the KOJ have a interesting? Yeah, so it's Crusader Fleet, Ark of the Covenant. They could probably even reclaim the Latin Empire. They don't have that. That's ridiculous. We could just give them the knights or something. That would be the same. But Sicily isn't even the Kingdom of Sicily. It's Spalato Duchy. Okay, this is really interesting. Yeah, I gotta pull myself away. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm really excited that we managed to get up to 1444 on this game. I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. It's been really fun doing this weekly. Probably won't be doing this on YouTube from now on. Probably just doing it on Twitch if you want to check me out there. Then only streams I'll be doing on here are probably going to be map making stuff. There's a lot of really cool things with the projects that I'm working on. Yeah, I really enjoyed this, and hope you have a good day. Goodbye, everyone.